and another one, and another one. Uh. Yeah. Ladies and germs, what it do? It's your boy. You already know. For the late night boxing talks, the next episode of the relay is already done, and we out here. Jonah, what it do? Jay Flint, what it do? We out here, bro. We in this business. You know what I'm saying? A lot of talk about what Anthony gonna do. I guess he not gonna fight Tony Yoka at all. I didn't mind that fight as a comeback fight. 2 gold medalists, right? Yeah, I mean, they both. Well, Tony's coming off a couple of wins. He been fighting under the radar. I think he with Don Charles now. That's a weird team up. Don Charles and Tony Yoka. Who knew? He was with Virgil Hunter for a couple of years. Y'all know what I think about Virgil Hunter. You know what I mean? Chris, what it do? Rich, what it do? Herb, what it do? Ain't shit, man. We out here. Motherfucking tired as a motherfucker hitting this gym, man. Lifting these weights, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it looked like Anthony not gonna come back. It looked like it really looked like his next fight might be the Jake Paul fight. Because if he not initially they said that he was gonna fight in December. Initially. But now they saying that he might fight Jake Paul in the first quarter of the year, some shit like that, of next year. So I'm like, yeah, this dude, I mean, like, it really looked like he out of here. He done. He is done. Fuck out of here, Shelby. I'm swole as a motherfucker. You bugging. Show me. Matter of fact, I'm going to send Shelby the link. Go ahead, Shelby. Here you go, bro. Show me what the swole look like, Shelby. I'm motherfucking cack, bro. I could lift a little Volvo. What's good, Coolius? What's good, Che? Pork chop in the building. Ow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shit kind of dry still, man. Still kind of dry. Still kind of boring. Devin Haney getting mad at the dude from Cigar Talk. Emotional, damn it. It's like, yo, dog, like, how you gonna get mad that an interviewer did an interview? The fuck do you want him to do? You want him to not talk to Brian so you won't feel bad that he whooped your ass? I don't even like Brian, but I'm saying, I don't even like Brian. Chris, what the fuck?
Yo, you know he wasn't gonna come on, right?
I know that. I figured that. You know, like, I just do it for the fuck of it. Like, is that Shelby? No, that's country. I know. That's country.
That's that.
Come on, Shelby.
Yo, man.
Show me the muscle,
come bring your ass on, pussy. How you doing, brother?
I ain't even gonna do all that. I ain't gonna call them names. I'm just saying, if you cack, show me. If you not cack, I know you're not stronger than me. I'm so strong. You don't even know what it do, country.
What's up, man? What's going on?
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. I've been watching this boxing shit while going to work. That's why you haven't seen me on the stream. Tank's a bitch ass motherfucker, but we all know that. I don't like how Anthony Joshua's career is panning out, man. This man did the heavy lifting for Usyk. Usyk was just a better fighter on the day, and I don't like how his legacy is being talked about. It's like, you see on Daily Mail how they always rate those boxers. It seems a lot of these boxers try to disrespect Anthony Joshua. Like, for example, there's tiers: GOAT status, great, and good. They always try to put Tyson Fury as fucking great, and they put Anthony Joshua as good, which never made sense to me when Anthony Joshua's CV and resume is a lot better. So how is he going to tell me? I hate New York, bro. I swear to God, I do. But how you going to tell me? How you going to tell me that Tyson Fury is great, but his resume doesn't stack up to AJ, and AJ had to clean up all the BS that he did? Like, people fail to realize, yo, this guy was that close to going undisputed, and no fault of his own, he couldn't get that. Shit be corny, son.
Wow. Who the hell is Shelby?
Some bitch nigga. Some bitch nigga was talking crazy. What's your name,
Yeah.
bro?
Who me?
Yeah.
Herb.
That's her, man.
Herb.
Welcome to the channel.
Yeah,
Herb,
Herb.
what's
I'm
good,
like,
my nigga?
all right. I'm like the oldest dude on the panel, man. You know that?
How old are you?
58.
Oh, dude, you got me by 1 year. I'm 57, man.
Oh shit! Wow, you on my? That's good to know. This ain't the only old timer.
That's nah, man. You seasoned. You survived. Let me guess. You from either New York or New Jersey? Where you from,
I'm
Herb?
from New York, man, and I done been through it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So at
say
the
this.
so at
I'm
the
gonna
end of
say
the
this
day,
about shut the fuck up, Chris. Goddamn. I'm gonna say this about what you said. I don't think they're ever gonna really appreciate AJ until like I don't know, maybe 5 years from now, because they try to act like he's a manufactured champion, and nah, he not. Like all the accolades is there. He was fighting for a title at 16-0 against an unbeaten champion, unbeaten Charles Martin, and I'm not saying that Charles Martin is all that. But the fact that he fought that dude and wrapped him up in 2 rounds at 16-0, how could you think he was protected? He was the first guy trying to really unify the heavyweight division. You can't say that it was Fury because we all know what happened with Fury. You see what I mean? So with AJ, I really just think it's some hating shit. You know what I mean? Like they it's some hating shit in the
because
sense.
AJ could probably fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
I
it
was
is.
going to say. That because I'm like, ain't no reason. There's no reason to relegate AJ to being like a manufactured fighter or a paper champion when the amateur accolades are there. He was a gold medalist. You know what I mean? So he did his thing in the amateurs. It didn't take him long into his pro career. 3 years into his pro career, he's already fighting for a title. 3 years, 16, 15 fights in 3 years, and he unified after that. It's just I think that they try to blame him for the Wilder shit. I still feel like there's low key hate there. They try to make it his fault because it doesn't make sense to keep shading that particular fighter. It doesn't make no sense when they bring up Wilder. They still say shit like, "Oh, one of the biggest punches in heavyweight history," which is neither proven nor earned. You don't hold any heavyweight records for knockouts. There are plenty of other heavyweights with way more knockouts than you over better competition. But when they talk about Wilder, they're a lot more respectful. When they talk
Yo,
about
Jules.
Tyson Fury, they more respectful. But with this kid, oh well, he was like, man, get the fuck out of here. The only reason the heavyweight division was even popping was because of that kid.
Yo, Jules, what do we always say? You and I say this specifically. These motherfuckers like these people because their parents is fucked up and they dysfunctional. They fucking weirdos. Like, you mean to tell me, like you said, this guy was pushed into a heavyweight title fight at 15-0 when he said, yo, I wished I got the same type of treatment like how some of these guys got. Because I'm telling you, if he had a couple more, growing fights and everything, he'd probably be even more dominant of a champion as he was. I never thought he was ever going to beat fucking Usyk because Usyk is Usyk. But outside of that Andy Ruiz snafu, that would have never happened. You feel
Yeah,
me? In my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. But the shit is that you can't debate it. Who is that, man? Because I will kick you the fuck off.
Huh?
Who Mike is going crazy?
I hope it ain't
Everybody,
mine.
everybody mute y'all mics, man. Y'all be having too much shit going on in the background. What I was gonna
Mute
say
it.
was, what I was gonna say was, at this point, it's very obvious because AJ. It took AJ literally half the time and half the fights to get to a title than Wilder. We know Wilder's resume. It's not like you fought some great guy for a title. You fought Bermain Stavern, and it took you 32 fights to get to that point. You was an Olympian the same as AJ. The difference is he got the gold, you got the bronze. He was fighting for a title in 3 years. It took you seven in 32 fights. But they still talk about Wilder as if he really did something in the heavyweight division when Brody, you didn't do nothing. You won that WBC title and that's it. That's all you did. You was a champion among a lot of other champions, but they still talk about him more respectfully than they do AJ. And it's not logic at this point. It's just like, nah, this is just some hating shit. Because the one who really got the heavyweight division popping, it wasn't Tyson Fury, and it wasn't Wilder neither. Like, nah, Wilder, you was like I said, you was there for 7 years, bro. Nobody gave a fuck about you until AJ came in. That's when they started giving a fuck about you because you was there the whole time. They wasn't supporting you and rooting for you until they saw it was an Englishman that's getting it popping. Oh, now y'all want to get tribal. Now y'all want to worry about Wilder. Like, yeah, Wilder's the shit. When looking back on their careers, look, who unified titles? It wasn't Wilder. Who made more money? It wasn't Wilder. Who's a two-time unified heavyweight champion? It's not Wilder. So, I mean, what the fuck are we doing?
And what's fucking crazy is this. Wilder and Fury could have fought a lot earlier in their careers. They came out in '08 and '09 respectively, right? And mind you, they were there since Vitaly and Vladimir Klitschko. They still didn't get it popping with dude. Like, yo, bro, they protected him from the unification with Vlad. Oh, he said, oh, we not ready for that. What? 32 fights?
Bro, the shit is that we're past the point. It's not, see, a part of the problem with this is that it's not actual journalists covering boxing anymore. Not really. Otherwise, they would be the ones that point that out. That like Wilder, like, nah, you missed a lot of opportunities to begin with. You wasn't that great a champion. You don't have a Burt Sugar kind of guy to say that. Everybody goes off emotions now. Like they probably like Wilder more than they like AJ. Yeah, y'all like him, but y'all only like him because he's from America. That's it. He's not a better fighter. He don't have a better resume. He didn't have a better career. Fury, it's like with Fury, you can't say that Fury was a bad fighter. I can't say that wholeheartedly. Nah, he wasn't a bad fighter, but he wasn't a great fighter neither. No, he wasn't a great fighter. You got a gift over John McDermott, and y'all all act like it didn't happen. You tested positive for Nandrolone. You all act like it didn't happen. You still talk about him like he's the great fucking Tyson Fury. And whenever AJ's brought up, you see the backhanded compliments. You see that they take shots, and it's like, Brody, at this point, you just mad that you picked the wrong horse. You're just mad that you were wrong. You were wrong about Wilder. You were wrong about Fury. Period.
What is Wilder's best win, honestly?
You guys, I have to ask you guys a question. Sorry about the AJ. Shout out to you,
No,
brother.
shut up.
Yo,
I already heard you. I heard you too much, Chris. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm saying, like, what is, if you look back at Wilder's will, honestly, what is his best win? I can't even like name one guy or even two guys.
Ortiz, King Kong.
Really?
Two
I mean, that's what
times.
his fans will tell you. I mean, seriously. I mean, but could we even count that? To be honest, I mean, what the hell
I
has
saw
Ortiz done?
I saw the blunts in boxing dude, right? He did like a compilation ranking, and he literally had Wilder ahead of Fury. And this is the shit I'm talking about. I'm like, I don't even like Fury, but like, how, bro? How? Wilder never unified, never lineal, never Ring Magazine. How? How could, on what premise could he be rated ahead of Fury? And that's why I said that you can't argue it anymore, Chris, because it's not about facts, it's about feelings. The people you arguing with, y'all just going off of feelings now, and I don't give a fuck about y'all feelings to be arguing about them shits.
You gotta understand this. These journals, though, back in the day, they were always very emotional. So I couldn't imagine Burt Sugar. He kept it truthful, but when it came down to people he liked, I think Burt Sugar did fucking try to bend the truth. A lot of these people, Jerry Eisenberg, Burt Sugar, not all of them were, above board. A lot of them were tribal. Like, I don't know any objective journalist in boxing ever.
Maybe there has, because that is true. Like everybody knows Howard Cosell loved Muhammad Ali, for example. There was always an element of partiality. The journalists did always have their favorites, but I think that they did a better job of being the narrators of the sport. Whereas now, nah, dog, you get different shit depending on who you ask, bro. And it's gonna be different every single time. Whereas before, at least you knew that if a motherfucker did certain shit, they was gonna get at him. You got Tank now, right? You got Tank. This man literally ducked Lamont Roach, and the media is just like, "Oh well." That's their attitude towards
it. He ducked a fucking cherry pick, bro. Literally, he ducked the same formula like these motherfuckers did for him. He ducked him. That shit is sick, bro. That's indefensible.
And then you got a lot of people, especially in the American media, that they didn't like Turkey El Sheikh's entry into the sport. They tried to criticize. They still try to criticize the things that he's doing. And it's like, Brody, like, you think Turkey is our problem? No, guys like Javante are a problem. Pay-per-views like Fundura versus Thurman are a problem. But y'all only pipe up, and it's because he's a foreign guy at the end of the day. It's like, yeah, we're not dealing with logic anymore in the American boxing scene. A lot of what's being put out there now is just like, yo, it's just straight garbage. It's garbage takes from garbage people, basically.
Regionalism. Yep.
Yeah, like it's all garbage takes. Like if I want to hear real boxing talk at this point, I either gotta listen to Boxing Beats and Rhymes, Lady Chan, Talk Sport, a day Oladipo. I don't really listen to no American content creators no more. Cause it's like, yo,
You
all
know,
that shit is
because
garbage.
You're the American content creator, bro. You're the boxing journalist. You may not want to
I
hear
ain't
this,
even,
bro. You are
bro.
that though.
Come up with the glazing, bro. I don't need that shit, dog.
I'm not no dick
The
riding nigga. You
comfortable that
know
shit
that. You
makes
know,
me, dog.
because it's the truth, though, my nigga. I'm sorry. You're the
Listen,
only
no,
person in
no, but
America that's fucking objective like that.
oh
Sorry
my
about
god.
that. No faggot shit,
No,
but it
no,
is what it
you
is.
got, listen, you got shut the fuck up. I got to pay these bills. Damone said country is 57. That's crazy. I thought stock. I'm in Stockton, right by you, bro. Yeah, country's an old motherfucker, bro. We was in
Oh,
Nam together.
country and shit. And that.
Fucking country, yo. Shout out to
Yeah.
Virtuoso. Since the studio is full, let me say you're an aspiring pro boxer. Don't let some scrub named Ja Little, where can't hack it,
Oh,
tell you that there's no money in legacy fights. Like
oh,
that shit.
That was
That
a
shit is
wild bag
ouch!
take.
no the shit that has to be one of the most ridiculous boxing takes I've ever seen. Because Brody, then how do you expect to make any money if you're not gonna fight for titles and you're not gonna fight for legacy and you're not gonna fight the people that need to be fought? Well, then how the fuck do you expect to make money? You confusing. Honestly, you confusing poor money management with legacy. Those two things don't got nothing to do with each other. You can have a legacy, you cannot have a legacy. But if you have poor money management, you're gonna be broke. It doesn't matter how much you make, you're gonna be broke. And we all know why. First thing a motherfucker do when he get a bunch of money is buy a car that depreciates in value, buy jewelry to impress people that don't give a fuck about you, knock up some bitch, some fucking succubus that's gonna end up divorcing you and suing you for half, right? That's what all the athletes do. And that's why they go broke. It's not because they fought for legacy, it's because they're stupid with money.
I don't know
Facts.
why God doesn't bless an intellectual nigga with like the athletic capabilities of these dumb motherfuckers. Because man alive, like seeing these athletes do this stupid shit from generation to generation to generation is fucking disheartening. It's like, are you guys that retarded? What the
It
fuck is
is, but
wrong
it's
with
it,
you?
it is, but it's because most people are gonna react that same way because most people are stupid. Like if you give a guy who doesn't really isn't used to having a lot of money, he's just gonna buy a bunch of shit. Basically, you're just gonna buy a bunch of bullshit to try to fill a void, not realizing, Brody, you're not gonna have that money forever. So you gotta make that money make money. And most people don't know how to do that. Like, nah, everybody don't know how to do that.
It never was taught.
It was never taught to them. These are the things that really should be in the US curriculum: how to do your own taxes, how to manage your own money, how to live within your means based on what you make.
They
Instead,
don't
you
want us
learn,
to have that wherewithal.
yeah, you know,
But Jules, I was just thinking about 3 years ago how we was talking about Fury's overrated, Deontay Wilder's not that dude, and everything that we talked about in the heavyweight division came true. Everything.
yeah. The sad part is that the fan base that was putting those fighters on a pedestal have either left the sport of boxing or gone silent out of shame. Because the
Yep.
Wilder I don't think there are that many, if any, Wilder fans still left in boxing. And if you peruse through the content creators channels, the American ones, because the Brits don't have a reason to talk about him, they don't even bring him up anymore. When he was fighting in Wichita, Kansas, nobody was talking about that dumb shit. It's like
Only the
they
people
fixed.
that's
Jesus.
really
Thank
loyal to
God.
him. There's a couple people I know that talked about him because they was loyal to him, you know. But other than that, no.
The funny thing
Shout
is
out.
that they hated us, and then we turned out to be right.
Well, that only made them hate us even more.
Yeah.
Deed said more AJs and less TOs and Gervantes. I agree. Yeah, that would be better for boxing. But there's no point in being right if there's nobody to gloat to. Like these guys are so ashamed. They either stop making boxing content or
Uh-huh.
they just don't. some of them stopped making boxing content, and some of them they just don't talk about it anymore because they're fickle. You know that at the end of it, AJ had the more. I would go as far as saying that AJ had a more successful boxing career than Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury by himself, he was never that popular. Not by yourself, like nah, they were for a long time. They didn't fuck with you. They only fucked with you for a moment after the Wilder fights. Like, yeah, after that, that's where you peaked with the Wilder fights. But that aside, like, nah, I mean, like, what is your resume? What,
He got
Klitschko
over
and Wilder?
fluffed up. He got
Klitschko and
over
Wilder,
fluffed up
that's
with the
your
Wilder
resume.
win.
You got 3 fucking fights with Derek Chisora, right? Like, the dude resume is kind of thin when you think about it. Three
It really
fights
is.
with 3 fights with Derek Chisora, 2 fights with John McDermott. The only 3 wins that I see on his resume that no, they're good wins is Klitschko, Wilder, and Dillian White, because Dillian was rated top 10 in the division at the time that they fought. But that's really it. That's the resume.
Was he interim champion going in, or was he
Yeah,
just?
he was
He was
interim. No,
right.
he was interim. Yeah, he was interim champion. That was a mandated fight.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
only problem with that fight is at that time, Dillian White and Povetkin, they destroyed each other basically
Yeah,
because
I was
what,
gonna ask that
what
actually.
you ain't
yeah,
got to cut
because
him off to ask that though.
yeah, White actually
I think so.
was winning that fight until he got knocked the fuck out by Povetkin, and in the rematch, Povetkin got beat, he got knocked out, but he was coming up from Kobe. He didn't look good
Yeah,
at all. So they basically knocked each other out, and they watched each other. They got watched after those fights.
I think Povetkin was already washed, to be honest, because just like you said, in the first Dillian White fight, he was already getting fucked up. He was getting fucked up in that fight, actually.
Badly,
Bef-
badly. Like
Before that uppercut, like Dillian was. I think
Yep.
I think he's really the one that ruined Dylan White. I think more
I was
more than
gonna say
AJ.
that, bro.
Because
I
that
was
was
gonna
like
say
that was an uppercut from the gods that he hit him with. I
no,
mean,
Yeah.
bro. That shit was like,
shit.
yo, he got hit by a sniper bullet, bro. Like when I saw that shit,
Oh, pow!
when I saw that shit, bro, I said like, yo, I went against the run of play totally. Like, yo, he's getting outworked, getting beat up behind the jab, right hand, left hook. Then he throws a jab, slips slips to the outside, hits him with that uppercut. Bro, that shit is one of the best knockouts I've ever seen in my life.
And that was a cold knockout too, man. That wasn't no TKO. That was a cold
Hmm.
knockout.
That was a
Mm.
that was a flatliner.
I think he's the one who really sapped Dillian's punch resistance. He hasn't been the same since. But
Nope. Really.
But Chisora got him there, and fucking Povetkin finished him off
I
because
mean,
what
he had wars, right? But I wouldn't say that Povetkin sapped. I mean, I wouldn't say that Chisora sapped him, because look at the fights that he had after the 2 Chisora fights, or the fights in between that. He was still on form and he was still looking good. Like when Joseph Parker hurt him, because remember, Joseph Parker rattled him. He kind of knocked him down. He still got up and he was cool. But that Povetkin fight, yeah, that's
Yep.
the one that ruined your ass. That uppercut, you ain't been the same since that uppercut.
He still looked good in the Oscar Rivas fight too, as well.
Yeah, he
That
looked
was a
in the
pretty good
Oscar
performance.
Rivas fight. That's another one. You know, he said he not going to retire, but I'm like, I
No,
dog,
nah,
if you,
bro.
I
same thing with Derek Chisora. I'm not putting that on Dillian White. Yo, Moses Atama took you out of there easily, bro. And Moses is the real fucking deal, man.
agree
Dylan,
with that.
you
Maybe he
did
should
the
just fight one more fight, like a homecoming little, bullcrap fight,
The
and then
the
call it a
shit is
career.
that if you sticking around, it's for somebody to whoop your ass. At this point, if you
Hmm.
still gonna keep fighting, it's for somebody to whoop your ass, to give you that message, that going away
I mean,
present.
Jules, we have to understand that the Brits they move on a whole different mentality. Look at Chisora. The dude is basically the heavyweight Brit version of Rosado, and he's still going, man. He's I was about to I
No, wait a
was
minute,
about to say
Rosado is
retarded,
still
but
going too. Yeah, he's still going
but
too.
yeah, but those guys they on a whole different level. I think they have to be literally on a wheelchair or like too weak to fight because you have to like really beat them down. Look at Kell Brook
Yeah.
with the whole face fucked up, and he's still fighting.
No, and it's crazy. It's crazy how shit changed, because now you could say the Brits have the resolve that the Americans used to have. You could say that they have the fighting spirit and the resolve that the Americans used to have. And the Americans, or at least of the previous crop, we'll see how the next line of kids pan out. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but this previous crop, they have no intestinal fortitude. They have no resolve. and
Of
and
course
you know
not.
that's what we're
That
producing.
And some
that's the
cats, man, I was about to say, some cats are just built to they just stay operating no matter how many losses they take, no matter what goes on in their career. They just stay operating that middle to
lo que
top
pa-
tier. You know
lo
what I
que
mean?
pasa. I think what happened is we're still on the last residue of the Mayweather era. You know what I mean? Like these
Yeah,
guys like
but
Teofimo, Devin Haney, and all these guys. They're
I'll
still
ask I'll
uh
ask you a question, Jose.
dímelo.
Who do you think out of the young guys that are coming through right now? Who do you think is gonna be a star
Oof.
out of the
Uh,
guys that are here in America, the young
oof.
guys?
I'm gonna answer that like
Leonard
Ellerby.
Ellerby.
Oof. Uh,
I heard that. I was like,
Abdullah Mason's
you
probably
didn't.
gonna make it there.
I'm gonna say Abdullah Mason or Emiliano Vargas. Between those two,
oh
they're
man,
gonna be the stars.
Let me
you
ask
stole.
Brim. Let me go to because y'all literally just stole Jose Thunder when I'm talking to Jose. What the fuck
Sí,
wrong with y'all?
coño, maricones.
The
I'm
fucking
sorry.
gente, man. ¿Qué lo que,
Ya no
coño?
quiero hablar, ya me voy,
Maricón,
Él se
maricón.
va para la casa ya, mamá huevo,
Sí.
coño.
Fuck you
Man,
niggas,
man.
man. In
Me voy a poner, me voy
America,
a poner a
guys,
jugar con
I
Detroit
don't
Cleaners
understand
ahora.
All right,
what
shut the fuck up.
Ahí
All right,
callado.
now,
you say, pussy.
now, who's a young guy, honestly, and don't overthink this because if there's a name, it'll pop up quickly. Jose, who is a young guy that's coming through that you think will go all the way?
I mean, I think most fighters that will have losses, you know. So, but if you're talking about like all the way, I would think the Vargas kid. He has a lot of push from the media. He has like I think his father won't advise his kid to not do like the same mistake as he did. Be used to the gills and take fights that he shouldn't supposed to take so early in his career. Because he was a good damn fighter, man. He was just
Yeah,
too
he
brave for
was.
his own fucking good.
He was just moved too fast. He was just moved too
I think he
fast.
was like the Mexican version of Cole Brook. Too brave for his own fucking good.
Mm. Ray,
He
same
was also
question.
Tito at that time, though. I don't think they moved him too fast. You gotta remember, he was a 96
Oye, pero
Olympic.
Come
come
on,
on,
Chris.
Chris.
Jesus Christ, bro. Ray, same question. Who is a young guy in America right now in the American boxing scene that you look at him and you say, I think he's going to go all the way?
Like it has to be a young American.
Yeah, because we're talking about the American boxing scene. Like with the UK, it's obvious what they have. They got a lot riding on, let's say, Moses Atalma. They got a lot riding on him. But who in America would you look at and say, okay, this is a guy that will go all the way and maybe he could be a star? Who is a guy?
Respectfully, like no offense to people picking like those younger dudes. I only pick guys that I know can at least make it to a degree at like a certain skill level. So right now, no one.
Really? Nobody?
Yeah, no one.
Damn,
Wow.
no
I
It's
one?
got
not.
one.
Oh, no one?
It's like, yeah, no one. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm not as high on Abdullah Mason as everybody else is. I've made that ridiculously clear.
Wow.
And then in terms of Emiliano Vargas, again, I don't know how much fights he has, but it's like I haven't even seen an ounce of someone that could fight back. Like he's fighting sparring dummies out there.
Like I kind of agree with that in the sense that I believe Vargas has other elements that'll help, but based on who you fighting, I can't tell yet. Based on who you fighting, like bro, you them guys you beating is there to be beat. I was going to ask Brim, but I already know what he going to say.
Yeah, and
Brian
y'all
Norman.
gonna abuse me for it.
He
But he
going.
does have he does have certain characteristics that
Okay,
can
okay, okay.
go to
This is
the hit
really
fan base. He has an old school
right.
mentality.
It's
I'm just
fucking
saying.
great, man. I mean, I hear it. I hear
Brian
it.
Norman
Actually, you know
has a
what? No, no,
chance.
no. Hold on,
If
hold on, hold on.
Brian
But he
Norman
Hold on.
also,
sparks out
hey,
Devin
Hold on.
Haney, he has a
Brim said,
hold
chance.
up, hold up. He also has certain characteristics that will keep him unattractive to the public eye. You know what I mean?
What are those
I'll,
characteristics?
I
He's
will
not
say
known
that.
enough. He don't move the right way. He's not known enough.
I would say this. I would say this. Me and Brim do agree on this. Knocking out Devin Haney could very well be the launch pad that launches him into the next stratosphere. I need him to knock out
I
Devin.
hope he does. Yeah,
Honestly,
I was
I
hoping.
really believe that boxing
you
would.
need him to.
We all
Yes,
do. We all
this
do.
the this
Yep.
the thing. Eso niño, Ryan, Devin, Teofimo. I don't want to put Shakur in that list, but he is part of that crop. Ellos son una pesadilla. That last crop of kids that we got, like, yeah, none of y'all really None of y'all really. So if Brian were to go in there and knock him out, that would herald the death of that. That no, no, I'm the leader of the new school. I'm the motherfucker. I'm Brian Norman. I fuck all the bitches. Right? That would be good for boxing. But I'm
That's a
just saying,
bomb.
it's not a foregone conclusion that he does it though. Like I'm leaning towards him, right? Just because of logic that you can't fight Jose Ramirez that way and then convince me you're gonna beat Brian. I'm sorry, like nah,
Someone who's younger and less and more durable than you and haven't been
right,
through the trauma like you've been.
I'm
That
gonna
right.
he
send
will
you the
walk
training
you
clips,
down and
Jules, and
beat
see if
you up.
it moves you a little bit more when I get some more clips of his training, especially when I get a chance to pull
And
up there before
Okay,
they
bro.
go.
to be honest,
But
I'm
just
tired of his antics with him and his father too. It's just ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah,
that whole thing with the boxing dads. You know that boxing dads have always been around. You know, in fairness, but there's been a proliferation of them in this current cycle that we're in. You got Floyd Schofield's dad, Teofimo's dad, Devin's dad. Now, I don't really put Brian Norman in there. You know why? Because his dad actually used to box. It
Yeah.
feels different. His dad did used to box. He's not
I
some
mean, he
guy.
fought Jim Pascal for the title and went
Right. So
12
it's
rounds
kind of
with him.
different. It's kind of different, and he kind of grew on me, Brian Norman Senior.
I mean,
I
also
like
he
him
let
a little. I like him a little more than Bill.
also he lets his kid talk. You know.
Yeah, like exactly. Like I, while I will say this, Senior does talk a lot. I could tell that he liked to talk, right? But he's not stealing his thunder, is what I see. Like, nah, I could find a interview with Brian Norman Jr. talking his shit. Ain't nobody interrupting him. Ain't nobody. It's him, and he's talking, and I like that because Devin, like, dog. If I want to hear anything about you, I gotta talk to your daddy. I gotta watch a
That's
Bill
true.
Haney interview to
Uh,
find out what's rocking with Devin.
yeah, Julius, I
Also, he
think
makes it
what
really clear
you're
that his son don't want him to talk so damn much either.
Mm.
You ever seen
that
Brian Norman Jr. skip rope? He got feet.
Wow.
He got feet.
I hope
It looked like he be doing electric slide across the floor when he jump
the
up rope.
electric
Like that.
boogaloo slide. The
I
electric
was like,
boogaloo slide.
like,
no, but
like
He was
that.
doing
Julius,
he was doing the old
Electric
school
Boogaloo.
Mayweather jump rope.
what
Yeah,
what
You know what
you're
I mean?
describing about this boxing, that's I think that is a direct consequence of this new proliferation of social media, new media
Yeah,
influencers. Because
I agree with that.
yeah,
It
I
is.
understand that fathers and their sons and in the sport, that's not a new thing, but I've never heard so much about the fathers because every time there is a guy for, like you, like coach, like all these other independent media, there goes the father to tell chick, and it sounds like they cannot shut the fuck up about anything. But it is that's because now they have a media to
An
talk
outlet,
because
an outlet,
yeah, they have
someone
an
to talk
outlet.
to.
Yeah, before it wasn't like that. It was the new web network media, the interviewers asking them questions. That was it, and the occasionally the commentaries about the fight. But I never heard so much about the trainers
There's an
about the
over.
fathers.
What
Never.
you're describing is an oversaturate, an overabundance of content. Right now,
Hmm.
there is too much content. It's too much to consume,
And
and
not
that's
enough fights.
and
Like
not
if you
enough
go back,
fight.
if you go back far enough, like there'd be an interview or
So they
two
got to
in
do
your
more
room,
talking.
and once they hit the tunnels in between the dressing rooms and their cars, nothing. But now they can't make it from the arena to the dressing room, from the dressing room to the fucking
Bro, the
car
dude can't make it from the
without eight
urinal.
people. You know what
The
I mean?
dude
Like
can't make it from the urinal to the sink without somebody
exactly, dog.
asking him about
Yeah,
some shit, dog.
and there gonna be 10 YouTubers with cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Recorders,
Shout out
like
to Jay
yeah, bro.
Flint. I work with a guy that's a Benavidez fan. He thinks he's the greatest boxer ever. I wish I was joking. However, what's your take to at least say he is an okay boxer in this era? But I appreciate you, Jay Flint. I'll be honest with you that when I take shots at Benavidez, it's not just malice, it's not just spite. I'm being serious. That guy was in the super middleweight division for 10 years, and the best guy that he beat there was Caleb Plant. What am I supposed to? I'm not taking shots at him for nothing. In other words, like, no, this is serious. That guy was in that division for a decade, and the best guy that he fought was Caleb Plant.
which
He
was
gave
3
everything
years too
too,
late.
so you know.
He sat there surrounded by multiple champions for years before Canelo even got near 168 and did nothing with it. Nothing.
I can't look at that. I can't look at his resume and say that like not I don't really see I don't see a good fighter, in other words. You understand? I don't even think you're a good fighter. I think you've been matched very well. I think that the fight that you're about to have with Anthony, this is a chance for you to really make it right, irrespective of all the Canelo bullshit. Just put all that bullshit aside and watch David the fighter. I like what you did here. I appreciate it. I'm going to watch that fight. If you win that fight, you get full credit from me because I didn't think you were going to do this. I really didn't think he would go to Saudi and start working with Turkey. So I'm actually really happy about that. And now I can start giving you credit because Anthony is a top contender in that division. He's not an old man like Vosdick, right? He's not a fucking souped up hype job like David Morrell. Like, why did David Morrell have all this hype? What the fuck did he do? Right? This is a win I
Nothing.
can
He
look
was
at it and
fighting in
say,
Minneapolis against Bryce Brims.
right? So this is a fight. If you win, this is a victory. I could say, no, that's solid. You really can't berate it. David only has 2 fights in this division. Anthony Yard's been in there with the best. He's at light heavyweight. He's won some fights and he's lost some fights, but this is a solid fight for David. Now we're cooking. Whereas a lot of that shit is super middleweight. What, dog? Porky Medina, Anthony Durrell, Kyron Davis, Ronald,
David Lemieux.
like what? What? Right? Like what? Fuck out of here, bro. I can't look at none of that. I can't look at a guy. How could you be in a division for 10 years and you never unified? It doesn't get said enough. It doesn't get put in perspective. They're like, your dog, he was literally at super middleweight for 10 years. That's a long time. You understand that? He was there in perspective. He was there when Badu Jack was there. When James
That's
DeGale
crazy.
was
Yeah.
when James
That's
DeGale was there.
Yeah.
And
you
after
know the same
all
people.
and let me land a plane. And after all those years, you're telling me that all you really did there in terms of who you beat is Caleb Plant.
Demetrius Andrade.
Come on, bro. That dude
Yeah,
don't count,
People
bro.
really say that, by the way.
Demetrius Andrade had never been through the fire at all, man. Caleb Plant was 3 years
That
too late.
victory,
The
Whoa,
thing that
whoa,
gets
whoa,
me
whoa,
is
whoa. Hold
that
on.
victory was so bullshit, bro, that people forgot that he fought him.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah.
though. How dare you say
It's like a
Demetrius
whiplash.
Andrade hasn't been through the fire? Didn't you remember the fire he was in with Jack Colquet?
cut it out. Now,
Remember the
cut it
No,
out. Wow,
and
you
here's
you you on your
Look at the
comedian tour
fire.
for that one.
that should have been like hindsight is 2020. That should have been the fight that don't get him signed by Matchroom. That dog, you struggle with Jack Colquet. Yeah, we not gonna waste no money on you, bro. Because remember, he fights Jack
Jack Colquet
Colquet.
was beating up Bakram Martuzaliev until he had to pull it out in the 12th round. Stop it.
Fair enough, bro. You just trying to
I was
cut.
about to say Jack Okay is a tough competitor.
He is you know what, you guys are right. Actually, you're right. Like he a lot of guys struggle to look good with Jack Colquet. In fairness, they do. But it's just
What
that
about Vanes
Demetrius,
Barbarossa?
you're an Olympian, bro. Like you had the red carpet treatment out of the amateurs into the pros. You're in your mid 30s, like, and it is what I said though. You could tell the entire story of boxing or condense it. You could tell the entire story of this previous era that we're coming out of now that is coming to an end and not mention Demetrius once. Because what
Is he
did you
retired?
do,
That's a
bro?
fact.
What the fuck did you do, dog? And is
absolutely nothing.
I mean,
Cry in a parking lot.
until that was said right now, I forgot about him. Like, wait, what?
You know,
I'm serious.
but it,
Just think about it this way. He did the thing where it's Canelo or nobody. So that means at junior middleweight, you know, there were other champions there. I don't want to sound repetitive, but there were other champions there. You didn't go after any of them. You know what I mean? Any of them. Even a win over Yanni Beck would have been fucking nice at middleweight. You didn't do that. I can't, dog, I can't even remember who the fuck did you fight at middleweight? Suliatsky,
Devachenko.
Luke
Julius.
Keeler. He didn't fight. No, he didn't fight Gary Vyanchenko, bro.
Hey,
He
and what
didn't
fight did he
fight
have
him.
where he fought us? Hold up. What fight did he have where he fought a standing champion in his weight class? None.
Yeah.
That's a
He
fact.
never
But
won
like,
a- he
y'all
never-
know what made
he
me
never
hold
won
my
a belt
hands
from
up and like,
nobody.
y'all know what made me hold my hands up and say I'm done with this dude. It's like
When
he gets ordered
when
to fight Yanni Beck, right? He
yep.
vacates the title. And then goes on talking shit like, "Oh, Yandy Bag can't carry my bags to the gym." I'm like, okay, all right,
Okay, bro.
all right, yeah, okay.
And that was the last straw for me. That I was still on board when the Yanni Beck order got made, and he said, "No, I'm moving up." I'm like, "Alright." I mean, the dude been here a minute. Alright. He said he gonna move up to Zach Parker, and when he don't fight Zach Parker, I'm like, "Okay, I'm getting off here.
Yeah,
I'm getting off
that was
here."
a
He
nail in the
got
coffin.
That's
him.
what
That was a nail in the coffin
that's
right
what
there.
make me. That's what
He
make me.
could have.
And
He
But
could
and
have.
but
everybody
like,
He
so
cries
like this,
crocodile
and
tears for Boo Boo Andre like he didn't swerve his own set of fights, man. Yeah, maybe Canelo, maybe Triple G didn't swerve him for the fight, but he didn't set himself up to be in a position to get it because he was
He
swerving
didn't.
his own fight that put him in a
He didn't
position.
fucking fight the Charlos. He didn't fight Lara, bro. Like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Boo Boo was my dude, and yo, bro, I put my neck out there and I said, yo, he's not gonna duck Johnny Beck. He gonna beat him. And for him to do that shit, I said, like, yeah, I got off
Yeah,
the
come on.
train reluctantly because I ain't gonna hold you, bro, because I fell into the hype about dude. But now all this shit now, and just for you to get absolutely dog walked by a dude that you knew you couldn't beat. You knew you could not beat
Well,
him.
it's not
Yo,
even. It's not. You know what it is? It's not that he got beat by David. That wouldn't be bad. What's worse to me is you have campaigned in 3 divisions, 3 of them. You don't have a signature fight nowhere. And I'm telling you that. Look, as a boxing fan, being real, that's not possible unless you ducking people. Like,
hmm
for example, you can't say that about Lara. Lara done fuck some people up. He done won some shit. Yeah, he won some shit. Even Liam Smith won some fucking shit. Demetrius, you don't have no signature win over nobody. You've been around forever. You literally older than Canelo. You've
he
been in
don't.
many
He
of the.
don't.
But like,
He
I mean,
don't
but
have
what's
a
funny,
title.
but y'all like, you know what the ironic, like the hilarious irony is? It's like you turned down Zach Parker, John Ryder took the fight, beat him, then got the Canelo fight afterwards, the fight you've been chasing.
And do you see the shit, Jay? That like they'll get mad as shit. He got John Ryder as the man. Well, maybe
What?
Demetrius shouldn't have pulled out of the fight
Exactly.
You
twice.
know
And
where?
even if Canelo didn't fight him, at least he'd be in some type of position, though. That's the whole point. Even if Canelo
You know
didn't fight
where?
him
You
after
know
he
where
fought
he
that fight,
messed.
he still would be in some type of position.
You
Wait,
know where he
country,
messed up
shut
at?
the fuck
He
up.
should have fought. He
No,
should have
no, no,
fought.
shut the fuck up.
No, you shut the fuck up, damn it! I'm
Don't
saying
mistreat
something.
country,
No,
bro.
no, no,
You cannot
no, go ahead,
mistreat
country.
country, Jewel.
No, go ahead,
Let's go,
country.
country. Let's go,
He
country. Let's
should have
go.
fought. He should have fought Charlo back when they were talking shit. They should have had that fight then. If he would have did that, he might have been in a better position today.
He's just for me, he's a hard luck case that I don't have the patience for. I remember what the story was, why he didn't fight Jermel. The story was the money wasn't right? Okay, fine, whatever. That what he said was, how am I the only guy with a belt on the bill, but I'm making less money than everybody else? That's what he said. And I'm like, at that time, I'm like, all right, I mean, I guess, that sound good. But after a while, it's like your dog. It's always a reason why you not doing some shit, and you can't tell me that from junior middle to super middle that there was nobody good around that you could have fought. No, you fought one good guy in David, and you lost. That's
And
you
didn't do
lost.
anything after that, too. That's
One
the
of
thing.
his,
He could have bounced back and tried to do something. He
what's
just
one
sitting
of
on the
his,
shelf collecting dust.
what's one of his popular memories? If you guys remember,
Bro,
him
honestly,
being him being drunk in his driveway, depressed,
I was
and
gonna
saying,
say that. I was gonna say that he's more popular for his interviews than his fights. I remember when he was on the Boxing Voice.
Yeah.
This is one of the oldest videos of the Boxing Voice where he called Canelo a bitch. This was many years ago, and it's like, yo, you got more off of that than you got off of any of your fights. Just
and
talking
you can
about
feel
Canelo.
sorry for him because of the Billy Joe Saunders BS. But yo, bro, you had fights. You had fights.
My dude, here's the thing. I'm with you. You can't blame Demetrius for Saunders, but still, it ends up sounding repetitive. That, bro, how could you have been in the middleweight division, in the junior middleweight division, and the suit, and this you didn't fight anybody, and there were people there, bro. The story can't be, well, Canelo didn't fight me, so I don't have to fight nobody. Fam, Jacobs, Derevianchenko, right? You could have tried to become Murata's mandatory, if anything. There was people to fight, is my point. There were always people to fight in between 154 and 160 and 168.
Right.
That, you know what? If you're not getting nowhere at 160, move up. Should have get off the pot, bro.
And I'm
I'm
not
not.
gonna lie to you,
And it's the
bro.
best part. Meanwhile, Canelo is staying active, fighting people.
Do you see the point that I'm making? That how could Canelo have fought all these people? He fights Golovkin, he fights Jacobs, he fights fucking Liam Smith, he fights fucking Cotto, he fights fucking Plant. Like Brody, I'm just trying to understand. If a 5'7" Mexican who started out at 140 could go to 168 and fight big ass Callum, how come you couldn't do that? Or if you see that, okay, it's 2020, right? Canelo is fighting Callum at the end of the year. Oh, I see what he doing. I'm gonna go to 68. I'm about to get me a belt up there. Nah, you just dicking around, bro. You just dicking, and that's I'm like, nah, it's not
And
possible.
nobody wants to tell these people anything because they be way too sensitive and shit. And they be saying, "Oh, you don't know the boxing game, yada yada yada." No, bro, we see it for what it is.
Yeah,
A
homie.
lot of you,
That's why Jacobs got the fucking fight, though, right? You see what I mean? That Danny Jacobs got the fight. How the fuck did Danny Jacobs get the fight? If the shit you saying is true, how the fuck Danny got the fight? And don't tell me that Danny was a scrub or that Danny was washed. No, he wasn't. He had just beat the Sergey Derevyanchenko, right? That y'all big up Charlo for beating and Adames for beating. Danny did it first. And he knocked him down. And he was a champion. He wasn't washed. So if Canelo is so scared of this and that and he don't fight shit, I'm just wondering, well, how the fuck Danny got the fight? Danny got the fight? Is it because Danny fought fucking people?
It's because he fought people, man. Everybody want to talk about Triple G, Canelo, Doug Andre, but then you forget about the 10 other fighters that he could have fought to position himself to either get them the fight or get their belt. He never positioned himself properly. He just kept on sitting on the sidelines, refusing to fight that put him in position, and then complain about who's ducking him.
let me
Shout out
read
to
this
Don
because of
Juan.
the
Shout out to
best
Don
news.
Juan. Why does Chris Mike sound like he's making a mixtape
And
at
it's in
Chili?
the Chili's restaurant. Nah, I was in the bathroom for a little bit. I was in the.
The acoustics, bro. It's the acoustics. Shout out to Mr. T. The bounty increases stop when the moans stop. With that out the way, since the real talk isn't here, put Bat Diddy on the screen. Yeah, I got you right now. I'm
What the
about to
fuck
throw
is
it.
that? Diddy?
What the fuck
What
is
the
that,
fuck
Diddy?
is that?
Oh,
Come on, he's not the hero.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And it's right over your face, Jules. That's
The
wild.
hero got them needs, bro.
Yo,
But y'all
Mr.
see,
T,
but
Mr. Yellow, you got to bounty yourself
Baby
for that.
oil everywhere.
You got to bounty yourself for that. Nah, he got to bounty
But
himself for
to
Bat
make
Diddy.
a long story short, guys, to make a long story short, that's what I keep saying about him. That I don't think it's possible for you to have campaigned across that many divisions. The exact same fighters that Canelo fought are in those exact same divisions where you were, and you literally didn't fight any of them. Well, Brody, I don't think that's possible unless you ducking people. Period. Like, yeah, that's not possible. If you saw that Canelo in 2020 says, okay, I'm going on an undisputed run, you should have made it your mission to get to 168 after that. Like, oh, you going to fight Callum? All right, let me see if I get Billy. If I can't get Billy, let me see if I get Caleb. If I can't, like, you should have did something, bro. I just don't think it's possible for you to be at that many weights and you don't have not one signature fight. You older
y'all
than
think that
Canelo.
Demetrius was serious when he called out Canelo at that Billy Joe Saunders presser?
I do.
You-
I
Yes.
think. Let me say this, and then I'll pass it on to Jose. Do I think he was serious about wanting that fight? Yes, but not because he thought he could win it. You just want to get paid, bro. You
Yeah.
just want to get paid. You're not here to win. He not he would like he wasn't. I don't really believe you was there to win because nothing about your career shows that you had that challenger's mentality. Danny showed it. You see what I mean? Danny showed it in the Golovkin fight. Like, bro, I'm not here to lay down. I'm not here. I ain't the marquee nothing. I ain't none of that. I'm not here to lay down. I'm here to fight. You see what I mean? Danny, there's guys that showed that. Andre is not one of them guys, bro. He's not one of them guys.
No.
Shout out to motherfucking Misael. Y'all see Canelo practicing 3-5 PE. I hope he bring the combinations back because he gonna need them. If you looking for one punch at a time, I don't think that's gonna work. You gotta let your hands go, Canelo. Gotta let your hands go.
I think Canelo will be motivated to throw combinations because he will be a little bit relieved he fight finally a smaller guy.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
you got to keep in mind too, fighting Crawford, man, he's not going to have to put everything into each punch. He's going to be able to hurt Crawford with medium power punches. You know what I mean? so he'll be able to
'Cause
afford to be able to throw faster and more.
just imagine how heavy guys like Berlanga and Carlos Smith fight
Esos
night
tipos
should
de
be, man.
200 libras.
Esos
200, those are
manganzones.
those are cruiserweights, bro. Get Hand said, remember, Andre refused to fight Sergey. DJ fought Sergey. Got to fight Triple G and Canelo. What have that's what I'm saying. I don't think Golovkin ducked Andre per se. I would have liked if he would have fought him when he had the BO because it would have been a unification match. Y'all remember that this is what 2019, 2020 that they all had titles around the same time. But I'm like, Murata, Andre, it's not a hard choice to make, bro. You ain't worth nothing. You ain't worth. I'm so like. Get ahead, country. What the fuck is it, bro?
You know what the fuck
Don't talk
it
to
is?
country
Aside
like
from the
that.
fact that you're a big homo.
Hey, Jules, you gonna stop picking on country, bro?
Triple G would have fucking destroyed Andrade. That's it. That's what it is.
No. I'm glad you because that's like. Does anybody actually think that Andre would have beat Triple G? Like, are you serious,
Fuck
bro?
no. Nah,
Fucking
that's just like me
serious,
thinking
bro?
the Charlos would have beat Canelo at any point in time of their fucking career.
This is the dude that got rocked by Liam Williams, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh god,
Remember
I forgot
that?
about
He
that.
got
Oh
rocked by
yeah.
like what we doing? It's like y'all motherfuckers make this whole mythos about a motherfucker that ain't do nothing. Like, bro, I'm sorry. Like I said, you could tell a whole story of this last 10 years of boxing and not mention Andre once, literally. Because the biggest fights of the last 10 years of boxing, think about what they were. Canelo Golovkin, right?
Yep.
Usyk AJ, Usyk Fury. Inoue Fulton, I put that in there. Yes, that was a big fight. That was a very big fight. Inoue Neri was a huge fight. It may not have been huge for the Americans, but that was a momentous fight for the Japanese. Like they wanted their get back, and they fucking got it. Obviously,
for that night.
obviously Crawford Spence. Yeah, that was one of the bigger fights. That was one of the bigger fights. Even Javante Davis versus Ryan Garcia, we got to put that in there because, well, look, somebody wanted to see it. It did 1 million pay-per-view buys, so somebody clearly wanted to see it. Joshua Dubois, that was a big fight. It didn't end how we wanted it to, but yeah, that was big. That if you really think about all the big fights of the last 10 years, there've been a lot of them, but Andre is not part of none of
You know
that.
what?
Any of them.
Andre is nicknamed appropriately because that was his career. One big boo boo.
One big boo boo.
Yep, a bunch of boo boo. Yep.
Hey,
You know what I noticed too about a lot of David Benavidez fans? They won't hold him accountable for his 10 years in the division, right? Not doing anything, but then they'll turn around and say, well, New Way should move up. Like New Way literally hit his 2-year anniversary at the division and did nothing but become undisputed and beat every single potential challenger that's in the division. And they screaming for him to move up, but don't hold the fighter that they root for on that same wavelength.
No, shut the fuck. No, wait. Somebody hop off so Chan could jump on. Right now.
Damn. 2 people jumped off.
Hey, but you know what though? Hey, you know what I find
fast.
funny, man? Here's what I find funny. I'm like, if you look at it, we talk about fighters like an X amount of years, or if you go far enough down the line, they're gonna be forgotten about, bro. His contemporaries are still active, and he's already forgotten about.
Well, look at the win over. Look at how when, like, in fairness, the Billy Joe Saunders win may not have aged very well. That one didn't age very well, but the Callum
Fury
Smith,
Wilder.
that's
Fury.
another big one that you could tell the story of boxing in the last 10 years. There have been some very big fights in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Not a single one of those conversations feature Andre in any capacity.
Julius, you could even go Dillian White and Joshua. That was 2015. That was 10 years ago.
We could say that AJ's bigger fights. Let's say AJ's bigger fights. The Klitschko fight, the Parker fight, the Ruiz fight, the second one. That was a very big fight. That was a huge fight. Like, bro, that was a huge fight. The second one, right?
Yeah.
And none of these. How is it possible that? And that's what I keep saying. That how is it possible that in the last 10 years, all of these meaningful fights would have happened? A good cluster of them actually happened around your weight. And you're telling me that you weren't part of any of that?
Right.
Any of that? Yeah, that's deliberate, bro. At that point, that's deliberate that You was trying to do the thing where it's Canelo or nobody, and guess what?
Yeah.
You never fucking got him. You
There
never
was
got
still
him.
Anthony Yarde. He could even have still fought on
Nah,
domestic Anthony. Yeah, but there was
Fucking,
fights
fucking
there.
better, fucking better
Yeah,
be
Bivol,
Bivol. Another one, better
Beterbiev.
be
Yeah,
Bivol. 1 and 2. There's
yeah,
been meaningful fights up and down boxing the
yeah,
last 10 years. You
yeah.
were not part of any of that. None of
you
Wait,
you
it.
know what's kind of
you didn't
funny?
like the double header against Ronald Gavril, Jules?
Oh my god! Right?
But you know what's kind of
Andre
funny
Ward
now I
was
think
one of the
about it?
most
Go ahead,
boring
Ray. Go ahead,
fighters.
Ray.
He's boring.
When you just talked about what's it called, Demetrius Andre, right? And there's something that you notice. We're gonna bring something full circle right now. One thing I've realized about his career is only, and it is quite literally only about chasing the bag. If you look, there's not a legacy move in there, bro. You can make legacy a bunch of ways. You don't need it just from just Canelo. I've seen guys make their legacies by just defending their titles enough times because eventually you run into a guy that people really want to see you fight, like
Yeah,
Yanni Beck. He didn't want to do that. You
He,
can go and just
yeah,
become multiple weight champion. Didn't
bro.
want
he
to do
just
that
had
either.
The
bad
perfect
business.
example of what you're talking about is Inoue. You know
Hmm.
that at that time, Chocolatito is basically
Yeah,
the Canelo of Superfly. He's the Canelo
right.
of the lower weights. He's one of the most well-known and
Yeah,
popular small fighters. And when Inoue couldn't get him, he didn't sit around with his thumb in his ass feeling sorry for himself. He said, all right, then I'll just go upstairs. And now look, he makes more money than Chocolatito did when Chocolatito turned him down. So to the
mhm.
point that like Andre, it didn't have to be all about Canelo. You could have just fought somebody else. You didn't want
Lots
to
of
do that.
people. Yeah,
It's not.
loads.
It's not
Speaking of all about
possible.
Canelo,
It's not
Benavidez has a
possible.
distinct opportunity to really set himself and set his own legacy with a yard victory. And if he fights Beterbiev next, he actually has a chance to set his own real legacy. And
Brim, do
that's
you
why
think he wins? Do you think he wins that? What does your secret Brian Norman spirit tell you? Does he win that
it
fight?
ain't a Brian Norman spirit. It's an all-purpose brim spirit. I do think Benavidez wins the fight versus Yard, but the problem is I think Yard actually catches him early and actually stuns him, and he wins a unanimous decision, and it doesn't look as impressive by the masses.
Chan, what do you think? I haven't heard your thoughts on that fight. Are you going to be really fucking British and just go with the Brit, or do you think Benavidez wins this fight?
Benavidez wins it, I'm afraid, because
You think
what?
so?
Yeah, because Yard flails down the stretch and Benavidez just keeps going and going. He's got a better engine.
Mm, mm. I mean, I'm hoping that Anthony could just because that would turn the boxing world upside down. A big upset
Yeah,
like that. I'm pretty sure that Anthony is the betting underdog right now with the bookies. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
he is.
he
But
is.
that would turn the boxing world on its head if
Yeah,
you
I want
knock
him
him
to
out.
win, but I don't think he will. Yeah.
Jules, all I gotta say is he could have heard Gavo's dick. He's gonna beat Yard.
I look,
Yeah.
just entertaining shit. I see a way for Yard to win because, like I
Yeah,
said, Yard is not a guy that is gonna run from you. He's not gonna run
yeah.
from you. You're gonna go to him, and he's
He's
gonna go
going
to
to
you.
continue.
And I think
If,
he
Yard
hits
hits
harder than
harder,
David. I think he
way
hits
but if
harder
he
harder.
than
don't
David.
hurt David early, it's over. If he
Yeah,
got to hurt, he has to hurt David
in the
early because
first six
he doesn't
rounds.
hold. Yeah, because he doesn't hold form and he wears out in the back end, and he's not an accurate puncher. So when we get into the deep waters, he's gonna get drowned out because he's gonna
Yeah,
burn
Yeah,
out.
but Brim, fucking David was catching David Morrell. We just saw that fight. He was catching him in between. I'm like, come on, David Morrell is not as big a puncher as Anthony Yard. Is nowhere near as experienced, especially not at light heavyweight
but he's
as
got a
Anthony
better
Yard.
engine.
Yeah,
Morrell does
He
have a better
flailed a
ending than
bit, but
Yard.
he's got a
Yard
better
burns out,
engine.
and
That
Yard's
Yard
a
don't
is
gas
hold
yeah.
tank.
form.
yeah,
Even
but
when Yard is
Chin, did you see the Katayev fight that he fought that little Russian guy, that little Russian from
Hold on.
Australia, the Katayev fight, David
Yep.
Morrell.
Hold on.
I didn't see
Katayev,
it.
I'm telling you, Katayev
Can
was
you fucking
fucking him up worse than David. This is
Oh,
the shit
fuck.
This is the shit I'm talking about. They're like, yo, I don't got that kind of faith in David. I don't like, nah.
No.
Canelo beat Caleb worse than you.
Yeah.
Katayev should have won. Katayev should have won. So I'll say, I think Katayev did better against David Morrell than you.
Oh yeah.
He,
I
kn-
saw the
he,
highlights actually.
he
Yeah,
knocked
for
him
real.
down.
He
You
knocked him
didn't.
down. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, you fighting Yard. Granted, Yard looked bad with Lyndon Arthur, right?
Yeah.
Lyndon Arthur moves away from the target, stays behind the jab. He's not
Yeah.
going to sit there and punch with you
He
like
fights
David.
long. Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm gonna pick him yet, but I'm like, I do
There's a
see a
way
way
he
for
can
Anthony
win.
to
I
win. I do
think.
see a way.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I understand that Benavides has a good engine, but not as a 175. Like
It's still better
lately,
than yards.
no. But hear
Chan,
me out on
did you
this.
see the end? Chan, did you see the end of the Vosdick fight? The second half of the Vosdick fight, he got
Yeah.
tired.
He got tired. Yeah, he
Got
did.
Even
tired.
even even on the second on the even
The
on
last
the
fight.
what's his name David
Morale.
fight when he fought Morel, he was so goddamn tired he didn't have almost no balance and he got knocked down because it wasn't like he got hurt. He just got knocked out of balance.
I don't
Because you
think
know
But
why? Because
he got
but
knocked
the
he's
out
thing
so
because he
is,
was tired. I think that's
here,
because he's
hold on.
square.
Let me just finish this final talk. I'm gonna walk my dog real quick. Uh, the thing is, Yar has experience that Morel lacked, and he's actually faster than Morel, and his
Te
stature
lo
is a
voy a
little bit
decir,
more.
manín. Te lo voy a decir, manín.
Ya me
He
voy a
hits
pasar mi perro.
harder. No te vayas. He hits.
Okay, finish your thought, then I'll go
Oye
home.
esta vaina, oye esta vaina. He
Dime,
hits
dime.
harder than Morel. It's a fact. He hits harder than Morel. I know he hits harder than Morel. He's got more rounds in the bank than Morel. He's been in there with better fighters than Morel. And I feel when he goes in there with David, he's going to realize, espera, this is not Kovalev. This is not better beef. Este tipo no tiene pegada como ellos. Let's fucking
Yeah.
rumble, bro.
Yeah, he's going to be able to take his
I
power.
was about just to say
David's lack of
that
power.
Yar is gonna look at David. He's like, he punched a lot, but this guy ain't better beef. And
Eso
I
lo,
already passed through that motherfucker.
Eso es lo que dijo Vosdick. He sparred him, he fought him, and he said, no, David's got volume, but he doesn't have power. I don't feel no power. He
And
said
remember,
that.
I think
what
Mosley beat
better.
him. I still think Mosley beat him. What do y'all think?
No, I remember what better be said about Yard. That young guy hits hard.
Yeah, yeah.
When you hear Artur, when have you ever heard Artur say that about anybody,
Anyone.
bro?
Yeah.
I said, no, I
Yeah.
had to knock him out. He hits hard. He hits hard.
Yeah. But the thing is, to get knocked out, you can still be stopped with
Listen,
accumulative
he's the
punches.
only guy. He said, I have to knock him out.
But in fairness, Chan, we see, all right, David Benavidez, by all accounts, should have been able to stop David Morrell. I'll give you a pass on Vosdick because you were new to the weight, whatever,
And
right?
he's a great fighter, Vosdick. Yeah.
But Morrell is less experienced than you are. He didn't do a fucking thing at 68, okay? He had fucking 11 fights of nothing, right? You should have been able to stop that guy. You didn't. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this yard fight, dog. Like I said, I don't know about this yard fight. Impress me, David. Impress me, because I'm looking at it like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be easy for you. I don't
No, it
think.
won't be easy.
When was the last time David stopped anybody?
Not at
Bueno,
175, not at all.
es otra cuestión. Yo hace como
Oh,
dos
he stopped
peleas.
Demetrius. He stopped
No, the
Demetrius.
last time he
But that was a year. Wasn't that a year ago or over a year ago? That was
That's
like a
like
year
over a
year.
ago.
Over a year
That's
ago.
like
Yeah.
Yo,
20.
actually that's
it's
getting
like
closer to 2 years ago, Jules.
That was like late. That was like late 2023.
No, te lo voy a decir. It is 2 fucking years. ¿Sabe por qué? He only fought once last year, y'all.
Yeah.
He only fought once. That was a Vosdick fight. That was it.
Yep.
Bueno. I'm saying,
No, did
bro,
he fight
like
Morel in 2024? Or
No.
he fought. Yeah, no. He fought Morrell
In
this
February.
year. He fought Morrell this year. But
One
the
fight a year.
Gvozdyk fight, that was the only fight that he had last year. He didn't fight after that. He had one fight. That was it. And the other shit. I think he took this fight because he ain't have a choice. And I don't really like I don't like that. Let's be real. You took this fight because the PBC don't have nothing for you to do. You didn't have a choice but to take this fight. Whatever Turkey had on the table for you, you had to take it because what was the alternative? You would have sat out again. You would have had Dave Morrell fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Callum said it. They offered him less than what he got for Buatsi. That's what Callum and them said. They offered him
Yeah.
less than what he got for Buatsi in Saudi.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna get
Yeah.
him. And I know how many times I said he not gonna get Callum. Callum not gonna come to America for no fucking bag of peanuts.
Yeah.
You bugging. That dude get money. But that's
And he's
that,
not going to come over to the UK to fight Callum because remember he's a Vegas fighter.
he's a
But yet
Vegas fighter,
but now
remember?
you're in Saudi.
You know,
It's because Turkey gave him a couple of camels. That's why.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm trying at the same time, I am trying to appreciate what David did because honestly, I did not think he would do this. I thought he was going to run the cruiserweight. That was what I thought he was going to like run the cruiserweight, go fight Zerto. That's
still
what I
might.
thought he was. I'm
There's no
saying
money there though. There's not no
not,
money there.
there you go, Chandon. I'm like, even if you fought Zerto, it'll make something. I ain't gonna say it's gonna make something crazy. It'll do something, but it ain't gonna do with that Saudi. Like, yeah, that Saudi bag is different, dog. Like that shit had you praying to Mecca 5 times a day. That Saudi bag is real different than a lot of shit. So
It exposes people that Saudi bag. You
yeah,
saw what happened to Jared Anderson exposed.
yeah. And
You
that's
would have never fought Martin Bacoli for just on a matchroom card or a boxer card.
And that's what I'm hoping for, because I remember what the Americans was saying ahead of that fight. Jared gonna do this. Yeah, okay. I guess
We
y'all.
picked
I guess
Bacoli. We
I
picked
picked
Bacoli, didn't we?
Bacoli.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm
did.
saying?
Sure did.
And now I'm looking at Yard. It's the same kind of thing that, like, yeah, I think y'all sleeping on Yard. Yard been in there with the beasts. You could say that Kovalev beat him, but David ain't no Kovalev. You could say Better Beef beat him, but David ain't no Better Beef.
Ain't nobody running to fight those two tough ass Russians. Yard actually stepped the fuck up.
My dude, you know the hard
To
it
be
takes
fair,
to say, not only am I going to fight you in your fucking country, I'm going to fight you in the fucking town where you was raised. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's a maniac. You going to fight him in Chelyabinsk, Russia. This motherfucker's a maniac.
And nearly beat him too. Nearly just ran out of gas.
to be,
Trying to tell you.
to be
Anthony's a
fair,
real
what you were
one,
just
man.
saying though, Jared Anderson can't quite compare to David Benavidez, to be honest. You know, in regards to if we're using that comparison, it just don't quite lie.
Jared Anderson's
no.
better than Benavidez. Sorry, and they're
No,
both trash.
you wait a
Both trash.
you wait a motherfucking minute. I can compare them because Jared Anderson, granted that David is more accomplished now, right? We could say that he is more accomplished than Jared Anderson was. The parallel is the baseless hype. Baseless hype. They're like, why is everybody high on David? Explain for having done what? What did he do? What did he do? And with Jared, it was kind of like that. Like, it's cool that he American and all that, but like, okay, what did he do?
But what if you looked at both of them, Jared and David, who's got better fundamentals?
David.
No.
Chan. I know what you see. You see range of motion and athleticism. I give that to Jared Anderson. I don't think he has better X's and O's. You know why? He pulls back in straight lines against fighters that are taller and gets smacked right in the fucking face every time he does it. Literally with Charles Martin pulling back, bing, bing, bing.
Bacoli, same thing.
Yeah.
He couldn't get away from fucking Bacoli.
He was doing all right at first.
I don't know. Like I feel like I've given David a decent out of 10, decent fighter out of 10. I don't think he beats the A-level guys, but Anthony Yard has never been A-level.
I don't think David is. Wait a minute, fucking Ray. And David's not A-level.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that. What's it called? He's like slightly right below. Like he's going to beat the B-level guys. He will just not be beating the A-level.
Fuck out of
He's
here,
like
bro.
C+, B-.
Okay, I got a question for you, Ray. If it were Callum Smith and David Benavidez, how do you think that goes?
Smith.
I might take David by points. Yeah.
Okay, what about Joshua Buatsi and David?
That's
David.
even a worse
David.
fight, to be honest. That's a for sure David Benavidez win.
Really?
Callum, I think it's close, but I don't think the Buatsi win is. I think Buatsi's like worse on the inside than Callum.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? And it's not because I'm a piece of shit, even though I am a piece of shit.
Mierda.
You don't have to agree with me, Chan. I don't say nothing but nice things about you for you to be agreeing with that shit. But David I think David would be in trouble with Katayev.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
100. Yeah.
Look,
He'd
man,
be
I
in
don't know if
trouble with
anybody's
Katayev.
noticed, but David is in trouble with anybody so far at 175. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
are we missing here?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was a monster at 168, but at 175, he's fucking average.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. If you try to get in Katayev face, what kept David Morrell in that fight? He kept moving. Well, that
Mhm.
ain't you, fucking David. That's
Yeah.
not what you do. You
Yeah.
stand in front of the guy and do the shoe shine. That's what you do. Well,
Yeah.
if you did that with Katayev in his 11 fights, I think he would knock you on
He'd
your
be on the
ass.
floor. Yeah.
Yep.
Only thing is, I remember Katayev fighting Morrell. He gassed out a little. Well, not gassed out, but it's like he was breathing real deep, and it was
Oh,
like
it's
halfway
Morrell.
of the fight was over. And I was like, against Morrell, might I add,
Yeah, but I don't want to be the
against the
fucking
Cuban Moonwalker, bro.
hold on,
Like
hold
I
on.
don't see what's
I
gonna
don't,
happen.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
No, see,
Morrell's
hold on, hold
fit.
on, hold on. The thing is, that's against a guy that's moving away from you, a guy that's making you move, a guy who's making you
Mhm.
chase him.
Mhm.
That's not David Benavidez.
Mhm.
Just being that's not that ain't David Benavidez. David is gonna make you chase him. David
Mhm.
don't know how to move backwards, bro. So
Pressure
that
fighter.
fight with Katayev might not go that long. It
He
might
just walk
not.
into shots and be on his ass. He's walked
Yeah.
into a shot.
I look at that fight as look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, David. Either you're gonna get him or he's gonna get you. But this fight ain't going 12. No, because y'all both gonna come. This not going 12, dog. Nah.
Jules, he went from being the Mexican monster to the cookie monster at 175.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saying.
He's pants at
And
175.
it's for that reason. So understand where I'm coming from now, Ray. That if you could give Katayev a shot against David Benavidez, yeah, you could definitely give Anthony a shot because
Yard, yeah.
Anthony has more fights against better fighters. He might feel them little pillow fists like, oh, you definitely ain't better, beef. Let's fucking rumble.
Mhm.
You
Y'all think
definitely
he goes the
ain't
distance?
better. I don't know, man.
Maybe
I don't know.
maybe it's me just watching that $2 Philly shell that he's been putting up for his entire career and watching how ineffective it is, and me just thinking, damn, this motherfucker's gonna lose again.
Yeah, but the guys that beat him, tell me Sergey don't got a great jab,
Well beaters.
right?
The
Sergey,
ashes of Sergey Kovalev beat him.
Lyndon Arthur beat
Like
him.
that wasn't Sergey Kovalev.
yo,
That was
the ashes of Sergey is better. Yeah, I think the ashes of Sergey is still better.
Better
like
than
if I
Benavidez. Yeah.
like the pieces of what was left of Sergey Kovalev from the bottle was what was beating him. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
but he's still a hard hitter. He was still a hard puncher.
Remember, Sergey killed the motherfucker. He hit hard, bro. That's the
No,
only point
the
I'm
Sergey of
making.
old killed the motherfucker. This was a Sergey of now
Bro,
of that time.
his power didn't fucking evaporate, bro. Like he still had power, and that is the point I'm making. That yeah, guys got Anthony, they got him, but they was way better, like way better than fucking David.
And not only that, they weren't one punch knockouts. He had to take beatings to get beat.
Otra vaina que Artur. It's not like Artur just one hit or quitted him. They had
Yeah.
to fucking go to war to get that
Well,
motherfucker out of there, bro.
Yeah, get stopped.
Did you guys know that
Anthony's-
Sergey Kovalev was the only person to stop John Pascal until recently?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
John Pascal
got a chin.
Yep.
Like no, recently, like he got stopped recently.
He did,
No,
yeah.
he
Pascal's last
talking
fight.
about 2017. He talking about 2017 when he DDT'd him. Remember, he put him in a DDT and dropped him on his head. That's a good fight, by the way.
The question is, can Yard even get back to the form that he was against Beterbiev? Because I don't know if he can.
He always stay in shape, always.
Yeah, but why?
Does he even spar now though? Because I heard he didn't ever spar.
Brim.
Yeah,
Here's
he's
my
fine.
question, bro. Brim, here's my question. What gives you pause to think that he's not? That he can't?
His last couple of fights, he didn't look that great.
Yeah, I've heard it wasn't even just the Linda Arthur fight. I've heard he hasn't been looking good like for a minute, and he's not like he's like
It's
a
been a couple
ridiculously
fights.
active
He
guy.
hasn't looked that
No.
great.
Here's the thing.
But he's always in shape, though.
No. I disagree. He looked bad in the Lyndon Arthur fight. He did look bad in the Lyndon Arthur fight. The fight before that, it's not that he looked bad. It's that the guy was a fucking bum, and that is the problem with Anthony. He goes from an absolute fucking bum to a world class fight. It's like, why do you do
No, it's
that,
bum
bro?
bum world class. Bum world class.
Yeah, like
Bum world class, bum world class, bum world class.
super under the refrigerator Bum.
But at least he takes the gamble when it's presented.
No, yeah. I feel that the reason that he's not in a stronger position sometimes is because you have these dramatic highs and lows in who you fight, and you fight the behind the stove grease
unbiased
bum.
brains.
And
And
Staying
then
active, hey, staying active though, that
and
counts.
that's it
no,
too, though. It's
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but can't you stay
that's
active
good.
with a mid-tier guy though?
yeah, you fighting a Dollar Tree, you beating the Dollar Tree workers, and then having a tough fight against a guy that's good and losing, and I'm supposed
That's
to
what I'm
look at that
saying.
as
You
a
can't
cool.
go from fighting a Dollar Tree cashier to fight the shift supervisor at Walmart.
Yeah,
That's
but at the same time, fam, like if you
He
ain't got
takes
any
the
big
Dollar
fight.
fights
Tree
coming up,
cashier.
look, if you ain't got nothing big on the line, you got to stay busy, man. So I mean, I get it, I guess. You know?
Jules is like, you can't go from fighting the stalker at Dollar Tree to fighting the fucking stock boy at Bonds.
But nah, that's my
Yeah.
point though. It's like I'm hearing this about David. I'm like, look, respect to Yard for losing
Taking the fights.
impressively, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you've literally beaten nobody of note. Your best one is what, Lyndon Arthur?
Yeah, but
Yep.
then you've got fighters that are world champs that won't fight other. Do you understand? At least he takes the fucking fights.
Yeah, we give props
Congratulations.
No,
to
no,
that,
no.
but
Yo,
Listen,
listen.
when judging the
listen.
fight
I
itself,
get no,
though,
no. I
how
get
can we
that.
say he's gonna beat somebody that's great?
I get that. That like, yo, look. I would say, and I'm gonna be real with you because this is how much I ain't shit. Anthony Yard's lows are more impressive to me than David's highs.
David ties.
What's your high, bro? That you went the distance with Caleb Plant? I'm be
Yeah.
real. I don't think Caleb Plant will go the distance with
With
Yard.
Yard.
I
Nope.
don't
Yeah.
think that shit.
Nope.
I
Right.
think Yard
Knocks him
would have
out
sent that motherfucker back to Tennessee in a tuna fish can, bro.
in
And
6
you know,
rounds.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Right?
would want to agree with that statement so bad.
Bro, he's not go. Yo, you think Caleb Plant will go the distance with
Bro,
Yard,
bro, bro,
bro?
bro. Lyndon Arthur is trash.
I'm not saying
I'm
Is he
he
more
tired of
trash?
smoothing it
Is he more
over.
trash
He's
than?
dog water.
Well, he was a
no,
world champ.
You know what?
No, he
Fuck
wasn't.
you. No,
Well, it
fuck
was
He was
you.
an
IBO, I think.
IBO
Fucking
I think
champ.
it was IBO. Yeah.
Lyndon Arthur damn near went the distance with Bivol. Fuck is you
Oh yeah.
talking
Oh wait,
about?
wait,
Fuck
hold on.
is
He went the distance with
you?
Bevo. You
Yeah,
know
he
who else
did.
went the distance with
Almost
Bevo?
doesn't
Damn near
count.
everyone. Everyone else did.
I'm just saying like that.
Hey, yo, hold on. Y'all heard about Solikov? Y'all know who
What happened?
Solikov is?
Who's
You
Salikov?
don't, right? You don't, right?
No, I don't know Sokolov.
Okay, that's cool. Because that dude also went the distance with Bevo, and
Yo,
nobody gave a
look,
What are you
fuck.
talking about
look,
sucking
fuck
off?
you.
You talking about sucking dudes off?
Shout out to Jay Flint. I think this is David's last fight at 175. It's hard to believe he keeps making that weight. He gets too big and it's too much money now, is what I'm saying. Look,
Yeah.
the real problem, and I said this a couple of months ago, the real problem with using Zerto Ramirez as a safety net is you go up the cruiserweight, you have that Zerto Ramirez fight. That's it, bro. There's nothing else. What, are you gonna fight
Yeah.
Jao Pataya? We know the
Exactly.
No.
fucking answer, bro. So you go
Mhm.
up there. You just up there after that. I know you ain't
Mhm.
gonna fight Ja. If you lucky, maybe you could get Badu Jack. If you lucky, you could get Badu Jack. But that's if Badu don't get beaten his next fight. You know, he
Hey,
ain't getting younger.
hey, everybody! I heard that Turkey want to make Ja versus
Nah,
versus
he killed that. He killed that.
he
Ja
killed that.
killed that. He
Good,
said, "I'm staying at cruiserweight." He said that. I'm
Oh,
staying
good.
at
good.
Oh yeah,
cruiserweight.
he was gonna go
I'm
heavyweight,
glad that
wasn't
he did that because he needs to go ahead and solidify that. You know, wait as long as you need
he? He
to fight
can't
when you
get the
need to fight.
fights. Like he can't get the fights.
Shout out to Santiago. How did David ever make 168, bro? Yeah, for real. Like that motherfucker's 200 between fights, bro.
Memo
Yeah.
shakes.
Memo shakes.
Mhm.
Listen
I
here,
got to try one of
prices.
those.
And
Yeah, yo.
snack along with the memo shakes.
Like he not. Is he a snack fighter?
No, he's not. I'm just fucking.
Oh,
Nah.
no.
No.
Fuck
Don't
your
Hey,
think so.
country, man.
Hey, does
hey,
That's
on
anybody
the
right.
think
side
that
note,
Thurman's going to take the fight with us,
That's
Sebastian? I
right.
have
I'm
my
a
doubts.
motherfucker, man.
on the side
Nah,
note,
nah.
I don't know if you
Listen.
talked about it, but the Oshaki and Fulton fight is officially on. So, what do y'all think about that fight?
I like that. I'm not,
Mm.
you know what? I'm not going to talk about that because I'm talking about that in the next episode of the relay. I want to
Okay.
ask y'all, now that they really on the hairline talking about this shit, do y'all really think Keefe about to do this?
No,
No.
No.
absolutely not.
No.
Nope.
I think
Nope.
Keith is gonna do the fight. He ain't got no
He's gonna pull
choices.
out again.
Payday.
He's gonna
Last
pull out again.
time.
He's gonna pull
Jules,
out.
bait. It's
I
gonna
don't
be a
know.
bait and switch. It's gonna be Jesus Ramos stepping in. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
Chan,
Ramos? No.
Chan,
They,
what does your inner secret spirit say? Is Keefe gonna make it to this fight?
No, it's just he did that the last time. Do you remember when he was supposed to fight
Yep.
who was Zoo?
He's
Was
supposed
it
to fight
Zoo?
Zoo. It was Zoo. It was
Mm-hmm.
Zoo. He's supposed to fight Zoo.
And he got a hand
Brim,
injury and we never saw him for 2 more years till the other day.
I don't.
Brim, Brim. Is he really gonna do this or not?
Yes, he is, man. This is the last time Thurman, bro. He need the paycheck, bro. It's the last time Thurman.
He's gonna
Unless he
do it.
gets hurt somehow, he's going to be in the fight. He's gonna be there and get beat
Yeah,
off.
I think he's
Ray.
gonna.
Wait, let me go to Ray. Ray, is he really gonna do this?
I have to assume, yeah, because what the fuck else are you supposed to do? What else
It
is
just,
around?
I'm saying, bro, you could wait for Conor Ben. You know, you
Mm.
could.
I
You
don't
know,
think so. But actually,
you know.
no. You know what? Yeah, he can. There you
He,
go. But that's
oh,
a
come
long
on,
time from now, though.
Yeah, he
Like,
been
don't you gotta
talking.
wait for the Eubank fight to happen?
Herb, he gonna do this? He really about
I
to do this? He for real?
I think he's gonna do it because they got Shock and Fortune on the undercard. So I mean, like they got
My
fucked over.
dude, they had Shock and Fulton on the
Yeah,
undercard of Davis versus
I
fucking
remember.
Roach, and look
Yeah,
what
so
happened.
if they fuck them boys over again, I'll be pissed off. Man, I'd rather see that than Thurman anyway. So, but I think he's
Nah,
gonna.
no, because if Thurman really gonna do it and he really gonna get fucked up like real fucking bad, then yes, I'm buying that pay-per-view. I don't know about
Yeah.
y'all. If he about to get packed up, yeah, I need to see this. I've been waiting for this all my life.
And
Yeah.
I don't think so.
whoever said Jesus Ramos, bro, he at 160 now,
Hey,
so that's
you
out of the
don't
question.
you don't see
Whoa, he at 160?
you
Damn.
don't see you don't see Keith online popping shit like
He's
he
fighting
regularly
Mosley
do.
on the same card for an interim belt at 160.
Interim with who?
Jules,
Shane Mosley Jr.
No,
Really?
no. I know Shane. Interim with what organization?
BA.
Oh fuck me.
Mm.
Well, I
Oh
go.
God.
No. I go for that. If Jesus Ramos about the old man Lara, I go for that. Somebody need to handle him. Like I'm tired of his ass. I am. I
Yeah.
really am.
I'll tell
Sick
you
of
right
his
now,
ass.
Keith is gonna pull out of the fight somehow and then end up on Pro Box, man.
Keith is gonna end up on Pro Box.
Yep, because
Nah,
he's
you
pulling out.
tripping.
He'll
Nah.
pull out
Nah,
the fight and end up on Pro
He's gonna
Box.
He's got too
nah.
much
That
pride.
makes sense.
Nah, I can't see that.
Makes
Too much
sense.
pride.
That's not bad though.
He
Like
need a check from somewhere.
what? That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. Like
He need
fuck
a
this
check,
shit.
right?
Gotta go to Pro Box. B. I gotta box
I
with the
don't know.
pros.
Jules,
That's a bad idea. Pro
if
box
Keith
fight.
ends up on Pro Box, that means Daniel Kinahan got to him.
Nah, because you know what?
Done.
No, listen. You seen what happened to Jared Hurd when he went to Pro Box,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yep,
You know
What
what I'm
happened?
saying?
Oh, Lord.
he got
What happened?
fucked up.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
he's been
Fight is
done
kept,
for
bro.
ages.
But then he went back
He's
to the
been done.
PBC and got his ass kicked again. That's why he
He's been
retired.
I'm just trying
been
to tell
done
you
why
that.
for
is
Don't,
years.
no, only shit I was. Don't think shit is sweet because it's Pro Box. Your ass gotta
Yeah.
fight. It's
Fight,
not
yeah.
sweet over there, bro. You gotta
Yeah.
fight.
And Jules, why is people believing that Charlo is gonna come back to 154? Like, stop the cap. That's number promotion, bro. It ain't appealing. It ain't appealing to be calling out 160-pound fighters. If he fights again, it's gonna be at 160, not no damn 154.
Ain't no motherfucking man, 35 years old, gonna
Mm.
get down to no motherfucking 154. No, sir. That is not happening, bro. That dude is done.
Especially considering he fought at 168
yo, and
years
You want
ago.
the money though.
if he do come back, because Brim, I don't even really know that he gonna come back at all. He a talkative dude. He gonna do shit like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he just talking shit. That
Keep
don't
his
mean
name out
nothing.
there.
That
Yeah.
dude, he on Chat GPT, high as a kite. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Do a lion with a boot. Do a lion. I mean, that dude is hot in the motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
If
That's
he
pretty
do
bad,
even
man.
come back, I sincerely doubt it's at 154, bro.
That's where the money
Sincerely
is.
doubt.
That's where some money is. Could
No, he
Yeah,
can
but
fight. He can fight Spence at 160. You know, Fundora again. I think Fundora. You know, the handshake deal with Samson. I believe Fundora's gonna beat Thurman and move up to 160.
Hold on. See, you stealing my fucking fuck you, Brim.
I'm not stealing. I'm just sorry we agree, bro. I hate that we agree sometimes. Because people be trying to call me a fucking ring on Q
in
stand because
front of
we
me.
agree on shit. I hate that
Motherfucker
shit.
steal my shit in front of me and try to sell me my shit. Fuck you, Brim. The shit
You were the
is,
only one that thought of that shit, motherfucker.
listen, motherfucker. I don't even know that Charlo been coming back for 2 years, Brim.
Yeah.
He's
Like Errol Spence.
He's too busy working shifts at Amazon, Jules. He ain't coming back.
The moment that motherfucker mentioned Errol Spence, I said, yeah, this shit not real. Fuck is you talking about?
Man, Charles been coming back so long. He's gone away again. Like,
Listen, at least one of my predictions might come right. I think Errol Spence is gonna come back. I just got this feeling them two gonna fight at 160, man.
why are you so
You
excited?
gotta think about it. PBC got two of the belts at 160, bro. Adamas and Laura, bro.
My
Spence
dude,
is
Errol
done.
Spence, like I just don't understand. Like, what is like? Is everybody under a spell and it didn't work on me? Errol is finito, bro. That dude is
Done.
cooked.
Done
He's
and
cooked.
dusted.
Also, even if he comes back, what's so
bro.
fucking exciting? Like,
Bud ruined him. He ruined him.
You gotta understand when you say that Errol coming back, who he gonna fight? You can't
Charlo
don't
at
tell me-
160.
Oh my god, bro! You really think he gonna come? Yeah, this is the fight. He comes back. He fights Charlo right away.
He's gonna fight Castaño at 160, Jules.
Because Charlo ain't fought.
Pero voy a
Remember,
decir,
Charlo ain't fought in 2 years, so it makes it a
espera.
little even.
He's gonna fight fucking Saddam Ali. Fucking Saddam Ali just.
No, I just think it's good timing because you got to think about it. Charlo hadn't fought in 2+ years. It'll be 2 years, so I think it makes it a little bit more even.
Bro,
no, this makes total sense because the
They're
dude
both
who
from
got to start
Texas.
the dude who got to start at 154 and then decided this shit was too hot for him and moved to 147 is totally going up to 160. Yep, this makes perfect sense.
Yes, y'all like y'all talking
He
about
ain't
a
got no
dude.
choice but to.
Well, you mean you don't got a choice? He been sitting out for 2 years. He just gonna keep sitting out. He been at all the cookouts in Texas. If you throw a cookout, Errol just gonna pop up out of the clear blue sky, take 2 hot dogs and a burger, and dip.
He's gonna pick up some.
Cookout.
He's gonna get some ribs and some brisket, Jules.
And he out of there.
Like,
He out of there.
The
People
thing,
be like, "Who is that?"
Dude,
I
like
keep
he
hearing
been
about that
loving.
fight, but
He been loving like the idea that Errol gonna come back. We literally have been hearing this for over a year, bro. Errol was supposed to come back last year with Fundora.
Fundora, yep.
With Fundora, where he at? He come back yet? Did I miss it?
Listen, the skepticism is definitely deserved, but I just got this weird feeling. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong because history leans on your side. I can't sit here and say it don't lean on your side. I just got a weird feeling that them two bums gonna fight.
That's just indigestion, Brim. That's all that feeling is. That's just indigestion, bro.
I got gas.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Speaking
just
of
flatulence.
Jules Thurman and Fundora is happening. I need that fight to happen because it's just one more thing I can laugh at Virgil Ortiz about.
Nah, not for nothing though. I'm liking how the schedule is shaping up, right? That Puerto Rican champion at the lower weights is fighting next month, right? The Golden Boy show. I don't really
Oscar Colazo.
Yeah, I want to see him
I
fight.
don't
I'm
know.
glad he's there. I know that we've been talking a lot of shit, and we're within our right to talk shit about Virgil, but I don't mind the Lubin fight because I feel like that's gonna show me what the Boots fight gonna look like. That's a good rehearsal for Boots fighting Lubin. That's a good rehearsal.
Really?
I think so. He needs to fight a boxer. Lubin and Boots ain't carbon copies, honestly, but Lubin is a vet at that weight. He went the distance with Jesus Ramos. I think he lost the Jesus Ramos fight, but I think that's a good fight for Virgil to have before you end up fighting Boots. Like, I don't mind that fight though.
But Lubin's not a puncher.
No, but he is he's not really.
But he's got okay power. He's not a one-hitter quitter, but he's got enough power. Dudes have to respect him.
You know why I like it, Chan? Virgil not knocking people out no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna knock out Lubin. So
you think he's good? No, that's what I mean.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so. He's gonna stop him.
Yeah, he's
gonna
gonna
knock
Wait. I'm just You listen, Sergey been knocked out before. He didn't knock out Sergey. Right? He didn't knock out Sergey. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying that's why I like that fight. that I don't actually know if you're gonna knock out Lubin. Jesus Ramos didn't knock out Lubin. He didn't. And he throw a lot of punches, but he didn't knock him out.
Pandora fucked him all the way up.
Yeah, he
Ramos'
did.
powers get overrated though.
Just,
I mean, I think Lubin is very fragile. I don't think he has. I don't think he can take a shot. I don't. So
Me either.
Sometimes he can, sometimes he can't.
I feel I feel if that were true, then Jesus would have got him. That's what I like. Like he got something.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you got a point there. That's true.
If he was shot, Jesus would have got him. If he was shot, that dude throw punches and bunches. So that is why I like that fight. Like I like, even though you know the Xander shit, and we could talk shit, but I do like Ortiz versus Lubin. Like I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward.
By the way, Virgil is going to win regardless. So you know.
Oh yeah, it's fucking Lubin ain't winning no fucking decision on no Golden Boy show, bro.
Right.
What are
Hell
we?
no.
What are we? 12?
Hell no.
Jules is like, by hook or by crook, Virgil will win.
Yeah. Shit. But the schedule is starting to look good. We got some good little in between fights. I like it's not that I like Boots versus Lima. I like Khalil Cole versus Jesse Hart. I like that.
Oh yeah,
Like
nice.
fight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Jesse Hart still fights?
Yo, look at his box record, bro. That dude, he been fighting somebody. I don't know who, but he been fighting. So hey,
Jesse Hart has been the fucking Spider Rico of the club circuit lately, just fighting everybody.
Fucking lost to Spider Rico, bro. Fucking Spider Rico, bro.
Jesse Hart was coaching the Team Combat League for Philly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Didn't he fight a couple of times in that shit though? Did he?
He coaching the Philly team.
Oh, well, you know, he doing stuff. He getting a little bit of money coaching the team. He doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Yeah, I don't like the Boots opponent. I don't think he's going to be all that great.
I don't know who that is. I never heard of him.
I'm not surprised you don't know, bro. We got motherfuckers boxing from Angola, bro. I didn't even know people really lived there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, country, since when does Portugal produce great fighters?
Yeah, no, I know. I didn't know a lot about him. I looked him up. I mean, he seems
Got
okay.
one loss, has it? How many losses? One loss, right?
He lost to McKenna. I think that's the guy's name.
I got Boots at 5.
Yes, he lost him at a higher weight class too. That was it. He lost to McKenna at 154.
Cool, but it's like I don't know. Look, I understand they're like, yo, we couldn't find some guys, and I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because it's like every 5 seconds I'm seeing this motherfucker promise to like.
It's because he's been overhyped, bro. It's no problem if he didn't have the overhype behind him. But at the end of the day, he has a real path. You know what I mean? Like, if he wins, he's gonna fight Baruch. I believe that's going to be the next fight for him for the WBA, and that's a legitimate fight.
Oh, well, he better be careful. That's a fight.
That's probably a dangerous fight for Boots.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as he wins this fight, Boots is going to do what he needs to do. I mean, listen, I rock with Norman, but I'm gonna be fair to Boots. I mean, at the end of the day, the reason why he's getting all the vitriol is because the hype is preceding his actual resume. But if he didn't have his hype, we wouldn't have the same disposition about him fighting this fight before he gets the
It's a little more than that. No, hang on.
He ain't fought
That's a little more than
nobody.
that, brother. It's a little more than that, brother. He and Virgil have been tap dancing around each other with this will they, won't they shit.
They have.
Nah, Baru and Boots, though.
Hey,
man,
hey, look, and I said something about Virgil a while ago. People didn't want to hear it, but I said, look, low key, his resume is a tad bit overrated. Bit overrated. I don't know. It's just I don't know because it's like I hear people talk about it.
It's kind of hard to sit there and say it's completely overrated when
I didn't say
he fought two
completely,
guys that were in the top 5.
Yeah, not too bad.
Top
yeah,
5
it's not
of
bad.
what?
At 154.
Okay.
Imagine
I mean, he got a gift over Bochup, but then he beat Magin too, so back to back. That's pretty good.
Yeah, let's put this into perspective, right? You got a gift over Boachuk. You got knocked down 2 times. Boachuk has been beaten by Adams, and he looked fucking horrible against
That loss was 7 years ago, bro.
I thought
that loss was 7 years ago.
Okay, cool. And I brought up something recent. He looked like dog shit against Mikkel Fox, a guy he missed.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, you make it sound like the same dude that fought in 2018 is the same guy he's fighting in 2025. He's gonna fight that dude in a few weeks. If he beats him and gets his leg back, then are you gonna say it's a win at that point, or are you gonna discredit it
No,
and say, no,
if it's insane that you kind of ignored the fact that I said, hey, yo, he fought Mikkel Fox recently and looked horrible. Mikkel
bro,
Fox.
who has ever looked good against that guy? That guy's a spoiler. Nobody has ever looked good against him.
Fox is awkward as
I
fuck,
haven't seen
man.
it for a long
Yeah.
time.
Come on. That's
Santana
the
looked
wrong
great against
opponent
him.
to die on a hill on and say, oh, well, he
How?
fought him.
Hold on, Santana looked great against him. With Kyle Velasquez looked
Wait.
great against him.
The same Hugo Centeno that got knocked the fuck out at 160? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
That
come
same
on.
guy, because that makes it look so much better to say that. Yeah, like he looked very good against Mikkel Fox. He beat him clearly. Shohan Ergashev looked great against him. What are we talking about here?
And Shohan Ergashev got destroyed by Matias. I mean, come on.
Again, what are we trying to do here? I'm saying Mikkel Fox isn't a great opponent. Those guys prove my point. You don't need to be a great fighter
but
to look good against Mikkel
you can't
Fox.
take what A and B did against that dude and then say, oh, well, because Boachuk didn't look that great, then that just makes him look bad. Come on.
Yeah.
Like it was a stay busy fight. He fought the guy. He pretty much dominated the fight. Like Mikkel Fox
I wouldn't
didn't do
say that.
anything
I
in the
would not
fight.
say that at all.
He won
He won
8-2
the
or
fight.
9-1.
I thought he won that clear. I didn't think he dominated that fight by any stretch of the imagination.
What did Mikkel Fox do in that fight that made you think that he was actually competitive?
The only success that Mikkel Fox had was making Sergey chase him. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Like you winning 8-2 or 9-1 is dominant. Like I don't care what anybody says.
No, I know what he means. That that it's not just winning rounds. What happened in the round, but I'm just saying, Mikkel didn't do nothing. You moved around. That's why you ain't getting out, because you was moving around. And if he missing punches, well, yeah, he missing punches because you moving around, but you ain't winning. That's only I seen the fight. I'm like, well, did Sergey look bad? In a way, yeah, because you keep missing, but this motherfucker not winning. You're not gonna win doing that bullshit. I can't stress that. How many times I said you're not gonna win doing that bullshit? Like you not. If you the house fighter, you can maybe win doing that bullshit, but most of the time you're gonna lose doing that bullshit. You gotta fight. So yeah. Chan, who you got winning Canelo Crawford?
Oh gosh, you have to wait for my prediction.
No,
it might shock you.
Come on, Chan. I would it.
It will
Come
shock
on,
you.
Chan. Come on, Chan.
You have to wait, Jules.
You gotta do it. No, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Come on.
You have to wait.
Come on.
You have to wait. Trust me.
You're not gonna get it out of her.
You got Canelo. You got Canelo, don't you? You got Canelo.
You have to wait. Who have you got? Yeah, you're undecided.
I'm not really undecided. The closer the fight gets, the more I'm leaning towards Canelo.
Okay,
I just don't. I don't see a way. If he does it, I'm a Crawford fan too, so I don't really care either way. But
yeah,
I just been thinking. I don't see a way. I don't see a way. Like I don't see it.
You're not staying on code, Jules.
Oh yeah, stay on code.
Oh, we're back on that shit again.
I just don't see it that.
Like Jules is a black man. How could you pick against Crawford? She should be ashamed.
Crawford is a
dark
dog.
as he is as well.
Crawford is not a runner. Crawford is a dog. He's a mid-range fighter. He's a dog. He want to fight. I'm like, yeah, this not gonna work, bro. I just don't see how. Like, I don't see it. If you stay with him too long, he gonna punch you in your skinny ass ribs, bro. Like for real. Like if you stay with him too long, why do you think all these guys that the night of the fight they weigh about 200? Why you think they all get on their bike? That motherfucker hit hard, man. Hit hard. Motherfucking Berlanga, I said it before. Berlanga had to be 200 pounds that night.
They said he was 194, Jules.
That
motherfucker spent that whole fight on his bike. I'm like, nah, son. You see,
dropped.
Yeah,
you seen Callum Smith's. You seen Callum Smith's bicep just from Canelo punching him on his fucking arm. His bicep came off the tendon and rolled up. Like, nah,
jumped up in his shoulder.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't see a way. Like it would. The only way, like, it'll be the miracle fight, bro. Like Field of Dreams or some type of shit. Like, yeah, this motherfucker fought the greatest fight that has ever been fought. Like,
Fucking Jules, you hear a guy in the background saying, "If you box, you will win."
Win, yeah.
He will
It's
come.
it's
Like
The things that
intriguing.
make me so, the things that make me so like not nervous about the fight, but just like concerned for Bud is the things that's gonna help him win the fight. He doesn't normally do. Keeping him at the end of the stick, turning him around. Bud don't fight that way. So
This
is
is the
Bud gonna implement that?
this the thing. Canelo is in a place where a lot of people really like taking shots at him and like discrediting him, and they're not being realistic. Canelo has competed at this level longer than Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
That's
the
a
truth.
fact.
It's
Yeah.
just the truth. Canelo's win over Miguel Cotto in 2015 singularly is better than any win Bud has.
Mm-hmm.
I would go as far as saying that Miguel Cotto is many levels above Errol Spence Jr. Right? I don't see what you got, Bud. I don't see what you got for this guy. I really don't. Like at first, I was intrigued by it,
I'm
and you
intrigued.
know, it's
Yeah.
Bud. It's very difficult to imagine anyone beating Bud. But the closer the fight gets, the more I realize Canelo's just being discredited, and that's all this is. That's why people are looking at this like this. They keep saying that he's just a simple Mexican fighter. Well, if he's so fucking simple, how come he hasn't been down yet? He hasn't been down yet. He's
Well,
not
it's
a
not
big
simple.
guy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Bivol didn't even drop him. So
No. No one
Huh?
has.
Hasn't been down, hasn't been out, over
No.
60 fights. These are punchers. Gennady Golovkin is a puncher. Sergey is a
Mm.
puncher. Bruh.
He's too
Callum is a puncher.
crazy.
Callum
but
is
every
a puncher.
but everybody what makes Canelo's victory guaranteed, I think if like I'm sure they're gonna have one more press conference. If he says during the face off, you're gonna see something special in Phil,
Yeah.
then okay,
Look,
yeah, I
The
think he's gonna
end.
knock yeah.
you know what I'm
He's
saying?
gonna
Yeah. The
yeah.
end.
That I just feel like my preliminary thoughts are it would really take something amazing from Bud to win this fight. I don't know that he doesn't have it in him because I do believe that Bud is really hungry. I think this fight means
Mm.
something to him. Like it's not just the bag, bro. He wants to beat this guy. He's coming to fight. But I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I just it'll take
Yeah.
it'll
Oof.
take something like that. It'll take some old like fucking Avengers Endgame type,
Yeah.
Doctor Strange type shit. Like
Thanos.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
No, no, just Rocky versus Von Drago, bro. That's
a
it.
portal opens and Sweet Pea walks out that shit. Like you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No,
Fucking
all
Ezra
it takes is
Charles.
Rocky versus Von Drago.
I don't think Bud gonna take them shots, man.
That's why it's intriguing
Fuck
to
with
see.
Bud, but
That's why I'm intrigued to see how he takes the shots.
I don't think he going to. I'm so like nah. Canelo is making motherfuckers' muscles detach from their bone. That's how hard that it's. You know what I'm saying? They say that he don't knock motherfuckers out. I feel you.
No,
He
you
ain't knock a
don't.
motherfucker out in a long time. But that's because motherfuckers is running. They're
They don't
running
want to
from him,
they
bro.
don't want to be knocked out. That's why. They don't want to be.
Knock your
Fucking
muscle out of place.
Charlo was on his fucking skateboard the whole fight. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
Mm. But
You
that's
know,
why it's intriguing.
yeah, it is because Bud is. It's not a question of Bud not being a special fighter. No, he's a special fighter. But when I really think about it, like yo, Cotto, Golovkin, Jacobs, a whole army of champions at 140, at 168. Bivol won, but he could knock you down. Canelo was exhausted. Exhausted, still on his feet, still rolling, slipping, catching. He's losing, but yo, Bivol couldn't get him out of there. He couldn't get him out, couldn't even get him down. Like Lil
But
Bud.
Bud's got a better engine than him though. Than
Jules,
Canelo.
play devil's
I
advocate
would
real
have,
quick.
Chan. I would say that if these were normal circumstances, but they're not. You talking about Bud off a year layoff, over a year layoff, 37 going on 38 at a new weight with being heavier. Do he have a better engine? Is he gonna have a better engine? Is he? I don't know.
Jules,
With
play devil's advocate.
Canelo, shut your ass up. With Canelo, we don't gotta ask no questions. Yeah, he's acclimated. Of course he is. Yeah, he hit hard it this way. We know what we gonna get from him. I don't have a clue what we gonna get from Bud. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Jason.
To play devil's advocate with Canelo's punching power, because you said okay, he hits hard, but these guys are running from him. Well, guys run from Inoue too. Paul Butler, he's still able to chase him down and knock him out. So
that's a good point.
What would you say to the response to that?
That's a good point. No, I can't debate that. That's a good point. That Eno would find a way. Eno would.
And didn't Riders like stand toe to toe with him or not?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
did.
he
In
did.
fair, and he did. He did, and he didn't get knocked out. He got knocked down 2
Not
times.
down though.
He got the
Yeah.
shit beat out of him.
Oh
He
yeah,
get
for
the
sure.
shit beat out of him
But
though.
hey, he was still awake.
Golovkin
And the
didn't get
fuck.
dropped in the third fight.
And the fuck. He got the fuck beat out of him. Not just the shit, but the fuck also.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joel. Come on, guys. Say your picks. Stay on code. We trying, bro. I'm trying to keep the code, bro. Come on now. I'm saying,
Come on, Jules. You black now. You got to stay on code.
come on. I gotta stay on code, bro. Come on, man. Fucking
Spread your
skin
ass
is
cheeks
light,
out,
dick
stay
is.
on code.
Come on, my skin is light, my dick is brown. Come on, bro.
Yo, chill.
Dick is brown, yo. Come on, bro. My dick is brown.
Chill, bro.
Fucking brown,
Chill,
bro.
bro.
Come on
Wow,
now.
wow, bro.
If you
Wow.
gonna keep overreacting, and I'm gonna keep saying it.
Wow,
Right?
wow.
He said all this fight is another case of people hyping up a person to beat Canelo, and when Canelo wins, he gets 0 credit.
No, he'll get credit
It depends. Not from
me.
listen,
He
no,
will.
Depends
Jason,
on how he
I'll be
wins.
real with you. There you go, Jason. Because
Oh yeah.
that's what I was about to say. That
Okay.
if this is competitive, if it is competitive, I am gonna mitigate how much credit I give you because everything is
Yeah.
in your favor. Everything is really. You're literally the younger fighter, acclimated
Yeah.
to the weight, naturally bigger. You've been here for 5 or 6 years. This
Active.
guy's inactive, where you fought in the last 12 months. I mean, you got every advantage you could have. So.
Yeah.
Bro, how is Canelo more experienced and the younger fighter at the same time? What the fuck?
This is what I'm talking like, yo. The dude got over 60
turned
fights.
pro early. Yeah.
Jason, in Mexico,
Well, he's
you
Mexican.
can
Well, he's
turn
Mexican.
pro before you can
Yeah.
get a driver's license. That's why.
Yeah.
Joel
He
said,
took pro when he was
Jules, like
15.
you said, Jules, like you said, this is Canelo. If it was Yanni Beck, would the fight? That's a good question, y'all. I'll be real.
He's
That
big as shit.
no. I'm gonna be honest. No. I'm no. Fuck you, Ray, and fuck you, country. If it were Yanni Beck,
Right on cue.
shut up. Fuck you. If it were Yanni Beck, this is so weird. I would be more sure that Canelo was gonna win. That Denzel Bentley fight is fresh in my motherfucking mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
No,
in
I
my
think he's saying
motherfucking
if it was wait,
Bad and Yanni Beck.
isn't he saying like if it was Yanni versus Crawford?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's a good fucking question. Chan, over to you.
I know she's gonna pick. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know she's gonna pick. No, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know.
Chan, that's the question of the night. If it were Crawford versus Yanni Beck, does Crawford win that fight?
I couldn't be confident and say
Oh, you
yes,
know
he
what?
does.
You know
I
what?
couldn't be.
I'm the one with the brown dick. You know what? Yeah, Crawford wins. Fuck that bullshit. No, you know what?
I
Fuck
don't know
that.
about that.
No. Fuck you, Ray. Crawford wins the
I
fight.
don't know.
Fuck
Yeah, you
you,
stayed on
Ray.
code, Jules. You stayed on
Man, I
code.
don't even
know.
like, bro. I don't even like
Listen,
Yanni Beck.
y'all
and I
got
think he
shit with
beats
his own
Crawford.
code talk, man. I hate that they use it
I
for the
don't
wrong
know.
reason.
I don't know, Jules.
No, and this is real boxing analysis shit. This is real sexy shit. Yanni Beck is a great physical specimen, not a great boxer. He's a great physical specimen, not a great boxer. You hit hard. That's what you hit hard. Congratulations. But his variety of punches, bro, I'm gonna be real. Yanni Beck is a 1-2 ass fighter. He is a 1-2 ass robot. Yeah.
But on
It's
points.
counterfeit Triple G you're
But with
talking
the
about there.
timing, yeah.
You're not on code, man.
Timu G. I'm on
Yeah.
fucking code. I'm not from fucking Kazakhstan. I'm from Nebraska.
He said Timu G.
Timu G.
Triple.
That a triple G, Timu G.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Canelo broke Billy Joe's face, and for real, he ended that motherfucker's career.
Yeah.
Shout out to Seagull. Remember Turkey was dissing Canelo? Do you make anything of him putting 2 Canelo haters in Max and Ward on commentary to sway the public? Possibly, yes.
Why so many people been putting that out there, bro? Like,
No,
That just even out the normal the judges' scorecards for Canelo favor. That's just evening it all out.
No, you got to be
Canelo
real.
got to
Though.
draw versus Mayweather, bro. Like, come on. Scorecards has always been in Canelo
The
favor.
real shit is that I don't think any of us need to be reminded that Turkey is a fan of Crawford, not Canelo. He's a fan of Crawford. And he's made that very obvious too. He's a fan of Crawford. So that's the one thing that Crawford does have working for him, which is why there's so much emphasis on the fight not being competitive. Like, look, I know that Crawford is a greater fighter by many times than Amir Khan was, right? But Canelo, you got to knock this guy out. I mean, just in general, you got to knock this guy out. A good big man beats an equally good little man. That's the saying. You got to knock this guy out. Like
I thought it was a good
period.
big man beats a great little man.
No, it's a good no. It's a good big man beats an equally good little man. That Crawford is a great fighter. Don't get me like I nothing away from Crawford, but you got too much working for you in this fight, Canelo. You do like
he does. He has the advantage.
There's got to be some pressure on you to deliver and show, yo, homie, you don't
You're the
belong
little
up here.
guy. Yeah.
You don't belong up here. The fuck are you doing? You think you're gonna come in here and take my shit? Fuck out of here. That
Yeah.
Two
If
weight
Canelo
classes.
struggles but wins, it's not going to look good.
There you go. It's two weight classes, Ignacio. Two weight classes. Year layoff. The guy's close to 40.
Yep.
Bro.
Hey, Jude.
Come on.
You know, there's a lot of people throwing shade on Canelo and his actual skill set, which he has, and people pretending he doesn't. But I think the same thing is happening to Crawford as well. I see both sides just trying to downplay the other guys, like, oh, he ducked this. Like, we don't know the history of Terrence Crawford, and the fighters just swerved him. Like, there's somebody in the chat right now. I ain't gonna mention their name of them, but they undermining Terrence Crawford's actual skill set and abilities the same way that Canelo's getting undermined. I think both sides is just nasty work with a lot of the talk.
That's the other thing, that Crawford and Canelo are two of the most hated boxers in boxing right now. They're hated by a lot of people, you know. The main thing that's making me move away from Crawford pulling off the miracle is Crawford at your best. And I've watched your whole career. I've seen every fight. You get hit. You've always gotten hit. You always gotten hit. You got hit at 35. You got. I would say the least amount of times I saw Crawford hit with bullshit was at 40. Actually, he got hit less at 40. Like, I remember all those fights: Felix Diaz, John Molina, Landongo, Victor Postel, Dulorme.
Yeah.
He like, I would say that he didn't get hit much at 40, but at 40, 47, you was getting hit. You did get hit, like you did, and we just saw. Year ago,
Madrimov hit him a lot.
he was hitting you, man. He was, and this is Crawford at his best. You understand what I'm saying? That he's super dangerous. He's gonna stop you. Super dangerous Crawford still gets hit.
Dude with 11 fights, world champion or no.
So I think
that's the same guy to prepare Bivol. He beat Canelo though.
I didn't understand what you said. Say that again.
No, because they said be the guy as a champion with 11 fights. But I said that was the same guy that was the main guy that prepared Bivol to beat Canelo, though. So I don't want to understate Madrimov. You know, I don't want to understate his actual ability.
Madrimov's amateur career is extensive.
You know what the wild shit about them dudes is? They will big up Virgil Ortiz for beating Madrimov, but tear down Crawford for beating Madrimov. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what the fuck are you even doing, bro? Shout out to Will. I heard people say Cotto's brother dropped him, but his back was on the ropes. Never understood that ruling, to be honest. I will say this, though. I know Bud will do better than Charlo. I understand that argument that people make, because the rule is that if the ropes are the only thing that hold you up, it could be counted as a knockdown. But that is another one of those things that is at the referee's discretion. And if he didn't rule it a knockdown,
then it was a knockdown.
It wasn't.
If anything, if we gonna play that game, Crawford definitely got knocked down by motherfucking Mean Machine. Like, bro, he got. And I'm a Crawford fan. That right hand, your knees buckled, and you went down. You know, shit.
Yeah.
Canelo was a kid when he got buckled too. He was.
He was young as fuck in that fight, bro.
I'm not counting that. Just like people. I'm not counting that. Just like people, I'm not going to be counting. Oh, he got hurt by Gamboa. The reason why he got hurt in most of his fights because he was beating their ass and was overextending and got caught. But then he turned around and what he do? Whoop their ass right afterwards. So the old clips to me don't matter as much in this fight because I just believe these guys are going to turn back the clock as far back as they can for this fight. So these old clips may not have as much meaning for this particular
I
fight.
know, Brim, but Crawford is not the fighter that walks through the water without getting wet. Like, nah, he's not that. He's not a Pernell Whitaker guy,
He's
bro.
not.
He's
He's
great.
not
You're right,
elusive.
bro.
He's not that, and that's how they painting him, as if, oh, he gonna go in there and do what
No,
Floyd
he's not
did,
elusive.
as if
No.
he's gonna do
And
what
that's not
Floyd
his
did in
style.
2014. And it's like, I've seen so many people say that. Oh, he's gonna
Well,
do what
he's
Floyd
got.
did.
Well, he should try to implement that in his game plan. That's what I
The shit
said.
is that if he tried that, Chan, it definitely won't work because that was 13, 14 years ago. Literally, that's how long it's been. That was a
Yeah.
Well, Jules, do
long.
you think he's talented enough to apply some of the techniques within his own style to try to make it work, though? Because I mean, I think he's smart enough to do it, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to execute it, because I feel like he almost has to have a perfect fight.
It's that to say that he should try those things is to imply that the Canelo stands before us here today is the one from fucking 2014, bro. Before
Yeah.
Cotto,
True.
before Lara, before
Yeah.
Golovkin, before Jake, bro. No, that no way, bro. That's saying that what Canelo ain't changed, and
They've
okay,
both changed.
And he done
they
changed a
both.
couple times since then.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm like when people make that parallel. One, I love Bud. I was a huge fan of Floyd. Listen, the only thing they got in common is that they black. And that's the
Yeah.
only reason you're associating one with the other. That's the only reason. Because they do not fight alike. They don't
They
have the
don't.
same instincts. They
No.
don't react to things the same way.
Same way.
I watched Floyd whole career.
Yeah.
Okay? They
Yeah.
don't fight alike.
They don't fight alike at all,
This
man.
shit,
Completely different
that
styles.
This shit that Floyd would step out of or roll or do something that Bud or be there and he might get hit.
Yeah.
Right? They're different fighters. They got different instincts. So one is definitely not the parallel for the other. Like, nah, he can't do what Floyd did because he literally don't fight nothing like Floyd.
No, he's defensive, but the thing is, he's defensive to offense, so that means he leaves himself up. Like even though Inoue does it in a higher form, in a sense of taking those risks and chances, but his defense is to create offense. And Floyd's defense was to be defensive. It's just
The shit
different.
is that Floyd was so skittish, right? I don't. Let's call it skittish. Floyd's main focus is I'm not going to take damage. That's not going to happen. Now I could win these rounds with that. That I'm showing these judges. I'm rolling. I'm slipping. You not hitting shit. Y'all need to see that Canelo fight. Like, bro, he's just making him look like a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Yo,
That part was
just make
epic.
him look like a fucking retard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was like the whiff,
Yeah.
the whiff,
One of my
the
favorite
whiff.
fights.
And the shit is that Canelo's instincts over time, like, yeah, if y'all don't want to understand, let me say it again. After that second Golovkin fight, he fucking evolved into a fucking Charizard after that. Like, yo, I
Yeah.
really think that was a coming of age fight for him. I believe he was scared of Golovkin. He was terrified of him. And, he manned the fuck up and said, nah, you want a Mexican fight? All right, bro, I got you. Let's go. And after that, bro, the best Canelo I ever seen was after that with Jacobs. Like, yo, he was styling on Jet. Like, yeah, man. He's a
Bro, his
different
head
guy.
movement was out of this world in this fight. And I'm like, yo, Crawford cannot beat that Canelo.
His head was out of this world, bro.
His head movement. I said his head movement. I said his head movement. You're a fruit basket.
You're not
You
his
fucking
fucking
fruit basket.
paralegal. You're not his paralegal that you need to be adding words and shit to what the fuck he said.
I said movement. I said
All
head
right, bro.
movement. You took out the word. You took out movement just so you can go to the fruit basket. Fuck.
But yeah, like
I don't know.
Go ahead, Ray.
I was gonna say the issue is like in terms of the whole movement thing, right? The last time I saw Crawford like really move, like if you're talking like the athleticism looked crazy, it was a Porter fight, and that was like what 2020, right?
22.
2022.
That's
That was a
22.
while ago.
Yeah,
that was
a
a while ago.
That's a while ago, and it's like I haven't seen him do that in the Avanesian fight. Even in the Spence fight, he didn't really do that. He just beat the shit out of him. And it's like that type of movement is just gone these days.
Yo, I had a vision just now, Ray. I had a vision. I had a fucking vision. No, that's so Raven. It's so Crawford you can see. Right?
Oh, God.
I think he's gonna. I got my pick. He's gonna knock Crawford out.
Oh, I'm not
You,
saying that though.
you
My
said
bad. Let
that
me
No,
let
from
no,
me
you said
rephrase
that
that.
from jump though.
no.
I would.
I was on the fence. I was on the fence. There's a difference between saying I think he's gonna try this and I think it's gonna work. I'm thinking, nah, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Canelo's not get. The thing is that Canelo has annoyed so many people. They don't want to acknowledge, yo, dog. This dude has been at this level for a while now, dog. A while. He's been at this level. It's gonna be a breath of fresh air to like, yo, this dude is not that big. I've been fighting
I don't
guys
know.
6 feet, 6'3".
Yeah.
I've been fighting some really big guys. This is not gonna be like, nah, this dude is not big. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But he fought Charlo though, and that I didn't see that.
Bro,
Well,
Charlo is
Charlo was
six
big
feet
that fight.
tall, bro.
Charlo was big that fight.
6 foot.
Big for
6 foot.
nothing,
Yeah.
but I'm just, I'm hoping Bud's instincts end up being on A1 where this fight goes the distance because I think he's tough enough to make it.
I just seen a counter right hand and Bud goes out. I just seen that. On God, I just seen that. I seen a counter right hand and Bud goes out.
Jules, thank you for coming over to the side of common sense. Over here, where we thought that Canelo was always going to win by knockout.
So, Jules, just a quick question then. If Bud isn't able to even at least hurt or try to hurt Canelo in the first few rounds of that fight, does he get on his bike or does he go out on his shield?
Let me think.
We don't know.
It's a mixed bag, I think.
This is what I just seen in the Vision Quest of the spirit animals.
The Vision Quest. What the
Bud,
Fucking Jules quantum leaping right now.
I'm doing the Doctor Strange thing where he did the shit and he was seeing the shit and he saw all the shit, right?
You definitely strange.
Yo, he gets on his bike and Canelo swarms him.
How?
Because
I've never seen that either.
Okay. Y'all not gonna let me explain, but okay. Y'all keep forgetting that these guys that ran from Canelo, right? These guys that ran from him, they're taller than him. They got longer legs. They take a step, they out. Bud is not as big as these guys, and that's what y'all not thinking about. Like, yo, he not as big as these guys. He don't cover as much ground as these guys when they're on the move because he's not that big a guy. He's not much bigger than Canelo. What does he have on Canelo? 1.5 inches?
Well, you mean a reach?
No, I'm talking about on height.
Oh.
If you gotta listen to me, you got a guy
5'8" and 5'7". Yeah.
You gotta when you got a guy like William Skull, for example. William Skull is a good 6 feet, 6'1". When a guy like that takes a couple of steps, he is all the way out, dog. On a 5'7", he's all the way out. Well, that ain't Bud. That's not Bud. Not only is that not Bud, that's not his temperament. But what I see is I see a vision. He get hit, he block it, but it hurt. He's trying to get up out of there. Canelo swarms him. Those combinations. That's what I seen in the vision.
You think
Unfortunately, I have to say that's a very possible vision. I hate to say it, but it's a very possible vision.
I see because he's so polarizing. Y'all telling y'allself, not y'all, obviously, but that y'all motherfuckers is acting like yo, Cotto is a high grade, high level motherfucker, and Canelo fought that motherfucker what 10 years ago. Y'all just fuck that shit, right? Yeah, just fuck that bullshit. That motherfucker took super middleweight and wiped his ass with it, and then wiped it again. You understand that shit? It's hard. In other words, here let's quantify it even more simple. They just asked me if Crawford would be able to hold his own with Yanni back. That is a question that requires a postulation. With Canelo, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. He did that already. He's just not getting credit for it, but he did that already. Oh, because Yanni Beck is so much bigger than Crawford. And what the fuck you think Callum Smith was to Canelo? Caleb Plant and Billy Joe. The fuck was they?
Yeah, he's used
William
to fighting
Skull.
tall fighters.
He
Yeah.
is
But are any of them
tiny.
as skilled as Terrence Crawford?
No.
Or
No.
Yanni Beck, now that I think about it.
No. But there's a line, Brim. Like we talk about as skills all the fucking time.
See my skills.
All the fucking time with the fucking skills that motherfuckers forgot. You know, when motherfuckers hit hard, bro, with the skills. I'm pretty sure that Jorge Linares was more skilled than Pablo. But when Pablo hit his ass, them skills didn't fucking matter. Didn't fucking matter.
And I know I've been.
Something just tells me that Bud is going to be tough enough to
Prince.
survive the fight, and it's going to be close. But Canelo's going to get the decision. I just think Bud got something in him that's going to allow him to be with the extra weight.
Brandon, I know I'm the guy who's shit talking Virgil, but just to back up what Jules says, who's more skilled, Madrimov or Virgil? What happened in the fight?
Madrimov had COVID. He was just getting the flu. Remember?
Nah,
that's a fact.
He had fucking
That's a
COVID.
fact.
He drank
No,
a
that's
cup
a
of noodles.
I hate
fact.
And he had a
that's a fact. Did Madrimov any fight anytime when he fought Crawford? Any of his previous fights? Did he fight anywhere near that style? No. There's a
fact
reason
what
why
I'm
he fought
saying.
that way.
I'm not making an excuse, but that's a fact.
I'm just saying that yes, skills is cool. Skills is cool. Don't get me wrong, because Usyk is a great example of how skill beats size.
Yeah, I was going to say
He's
that.
a great example of that. Skill can definitely beat size, but
a bit different at heavyweight though.
no, it's not. It's you know what it is. Those guys were nowhere near as skilled as Usyk.
Yeah,
they weren't.
Canelo was near enough to Bud.
He's close enough.
Yeah, I have
Canelo
to
is
agree with that. Canelo is close enough to Bud,
Canelo
skill
is
set wise.
skilled. And
It's
just that people are acting. Canelo doesn't have a flashy style. He has an efficient style. It's efficient. It's practical. It works. You know what I mean? It's not flashy, but it does work.
But Jules,
all right, let me give you. I'm trying to give every
Mexican
scenario
fighter
for
has
Bud
ever
real
had a
quick.
flashy style?
Say it again.
What Mexican fighter has ever had a flashy style?
Man, I used
Sanchez,
listen.
maybe?
No.
Are you kidding?
No. Flashy doesn't mean slick. Chavez fucking you up and tearing into your body was flashy as fuck. Okay, that shit was
Corrales
art.
was flashy as
That
fuck
shit-
when he fought.
That shit was art. The way he would fuck motherfuckers. up.
Corales was flashy as fuck.
Well, you talking
Salvador
about
Sanchez
you talking
was
about
slick.
Diego?
Yeah,
talking
when
about
I
Diego?
thought he was kind of
Sanchez, man.
flashy the way he used
No, but
to put
Diego
hands on
not
people.
Corrales is
Mexican.
American.
Yeah,
Oh.
Diego not Mexican,
Well,
bro.
what the fuck I know, man? I'm just a black guy.
You see Canelo and Danny Jacobs?
Dick is brown, bro. Come
I don't
on,
know
Dick is
everybody's
brown.
fucking nationalities, bro.
Diego Corrales.
You see Canelo and you seen Canelo and Danny Jacobs? Canelo was styling on him.
He was styling on him, bro.
But then we
So-
could say that's a long time ago, though.
Yeah, but
We can. You're right, Chin. We can say that, but I'm just saying that you're talking about two fighters that are aging is the main thing. That's what it really is. That yes, it's been a long time since Canelo showed that kind of movement. It's been even longer since Crawford showed it, and he's older, and he's less, and all the shit.
I would have argued that it's been a longer time than we see Crawford being like that slick and rolling with hooks and shit like that than Canelo, because Canelo, even when he fought Bivol, even if you go back and rewatch that fight, Bivol was missing a whole bunch of punches. It's not like
That was
he
a
was
long
there to
time
the
ago
punch.
when he fought with it's
Was that
still-
2021, Chan?
Yeah,
2021.
2020,
minute.
2021, 22. No, 22, I think. When it
No, I
22?
think it might have been
No, I think that was
21,
21.
Yeah, it was 2022.
Yeah.
It's
Oh no,
22.
you're right. It was right after, and then he fought Golovkin like a couple months after
And
that.
that's funny because Bivol the same size as Charlo, but Charlo couldn't do what Bivol did.
Skills.
Skills,
It was
pay
the
the bills.
skills, motherfucker.
Listen, Charlo was a rough and tumble guy that don't make adjustments in a fight. He sticks to
not
what
in
he
that
does,
fight.
and it works for him when it works. But when he don't do good with playing B's and playing C's.
Charlo, he's just a bully. That's what he is.
No, I don't.
He's a
and I
rough and
do not-
tumble guy.
No.
No, he's a good
As
fighter.
as
He
as
had an adjustment. He
annoying
was
as
running away.
annoying. No, see, as annoying as Charlo is, right? As annoying as he can be,
Yep.
I wouldn't shit on him. I would say Charlo lacks one thing, and that is improvisation. He cannot make adjustments in the moment.
On the fly,
He can't
yeah.
make
He has to make it from fight to fight.
Yep,
Hence why he fought two guys twice.
Brian Castano is the
But
best example.
Castano was, number one. Yeah.
Well, if you had improvisation, you would have figured that out in the first fight. It took
Yeah.
for you to have two fights to figure out. No, that this
I
is
had
how.
Castano beating him on that first
I
fight.
think
Me
also
too.
what happens to
Me too.
Charlo is he gets into like hang hunting, and
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And the
doesn't
thing
go to
is,
the body.
how he actually achieved both knockouts of Castano and what was the
Harrison.
and Harrison when he went to
Yeah.
the body in both fights. And oddly enough, it was the same punch, the floating rib.
Yeah.
Shout out to motherfucking El Cagon. Canelo hasn't had a knockout since Plant, but has at least knocked down his opponents. At minimum, Crawford will get knocked down in the fight once. The thing is, if he get knocked down, his little ass might not get up. I'm telling you, don't
See,
sleep
I
on
think
that
Bud tough.
power.
I think Bud tough, man. I think Bud tough.
Yo, man, I think Bud's a good guy, man. He probably
I think
makes
he's a
Te voy a
tough
decir una
mistakes.
guy.
vaina.
He
He's
is
tough
tough.
when he
Yeah, he's
knows
tough.
he can win when he get up, but
I mean, you could be tough with Errol. I don't know if you could be tough with Canelo. That's not a good idea. Joel
He
said in
can be
you
context.
tough.
can be diabolical with Big Machine.
In context, if he wins, does Canelo go into boxing Mount Rushmore? Undisputed Mexican beats, two-time undisputed champions, and clean. Well, I already give Canelo that credit. Canelo is, yo, look, motherfucker, whatever, motherfuckers. That motherfucker is accomplished, dog. He is a
Yeah,
very,
he
very,
is.
very accomplished motherfucker. I think he's arguably the greatest fighter Mexico ever produced. People don't like that. I'm just, yo,
But that's
look.
just the truth.
But I'm saying, show me another motherfucker.
You
Chavez.
know, the
Showing
only
you.
person I would put on this level for me,
Always fucking
Salvador.
Ray. Ray always got to say some shit in the background. He can't just chill and drink his drink. He got to say some shit. Shout out,
My drink's
shout
empty,
out,
bro.
shout out to Zeus. Bud washed Spence, but Spence did stop Bud in his tracks a couple of times with the left hook. Canelo's power punch. Yeah, I like
Never
Canelo's right
stopped
hand.
in his tracks.
I,
Cat.
there is small moments where he touched him. I would not say he stopped him in his tracks. I
His
think that
track. Yeah.
Crawford took those shots because it wasn't nothing on him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's nothing on
There
them.
wasn't nothing on them punches
yeah,
from Spencer,
nothing
the
on
Yeah.
ones that got in. It wasn't nothing
Nothing.
on them shits.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
real. And it would look crazy because Spencer's good at sitting down on his punches. He had nothing in his legs when he was throwing those punches. He was just weak.
The
Just
thing about Spence, he's good with his body punches, but
Yeah.
he's good with his body punches when he has leverage. For example, if he's not framing you, he can do shit. Like for
You have to
example,
stand
when he
right in
fought
front of
Ugas, he
him.
couldn't do shit to
Yeah.
Ugas until he framed
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
When he framed you, boy, no, he's
And he
gonna
also
probably break
was
you.
leaning in a lot of those punches, was leaving them susceptible. That's
Yeah,
how he
but
got knocked down twice.
he couldn't frame Crawford. He couldn't
Shout
pin
out to
Crawford.
Domo. Mentally prepping for how drunk I'm gonna be out there. I need to prepare with you, bro. I gotta start. I gotta start drinking more beer. Shout out to George Fantasy Fight. Kevin Kelly versus Carl Frampton at 126. At that weight, I got Kelly.
Oh
Me too.
yeah,
Oh gosh.
Kevin
the
Kelly
flushing
is the
flash. Come on.
dude
Saying
that fought Hamed, right?
He
you
talks a
talking
lot.
about
Yeah.
pre Jamel Herring. Pre Jamel, because that's Jamel Herring before Jamel Herring. Them dudes look too much alike. That shit is freaky as fuck. Them dudes look too
There's too
much
many
alike.
Oh, give
people.
it up. Oh, can I read this? This is the fake Salamanca.
Triplets.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
The vision for Crawford will be seeing his retirement home after getting KO'd and the ref waking him up. El Caesar, you still got to work on your English, dog. Fake ass Salamanca.
Salamanca, yo. But this is official. This is official. Okay, you understand this shit? This the official shit, yo. How many weeks we off from the fight? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Like
2 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah.
It's the official shit. I got Canelo by knockout.
What rounds?
9.
Okay.
I got Canelo, but I thought about it. I consulted the elders. I called Gandalf. I don't see Bud. I fuck with Bud, but I don't see what the fuck you gonna do, bro.
I got to present different bullshit to you, Juice, and just tell me if it's possible. Could Bud be able to jab his way to an early lead?
See, possible means a lot of things, but what do we know about Bud, Brim? Bud is a slow starter. Bud usually gives away them first 2-3 rounds. Usually.
What if he decides not to?
And he gets.
What if the sky's green?
Well,
he didn't do it against Spence.
I'm gonna tell you something, Bren, real quick. Jabs are effective with Canelo when those jabs can push Canelo, when you can get those jabs can get getting out of his base, or
They're still point scoring though.
or yeah, hold up. Yeah, but if he's if he's not getting out of base or out of balance or he's getting pushed by your jab, trust me, he's not doing nothing to him. He's gonna like either deflect it, parry it, or like roll over. Like
The double jab.
any
Still, if
jab.
it lands,
If
it lands.
pushing
The
Whether it
double
Canelo,
jab
works or not, it doesn't
can
matter.
actually keep
You
Canelo
talk,
from being stabbed.
Brim. You talking about a double jab? Crawford coming forward, doubling up on the jab.
Yeah.
Your
loco,
face is
man.
telling me a whole lot.
He gonna
Yeah,
he's gonna
Because
flick the jab.
you know what I'm gonna say.
so you gonna
If
slip
this,
that shit.
Like by instance,
he's even because he could slip it and counter it, especially if it's out of the southpaw stance. Like that's where that big old right hand come in. Like
You know, Kelly Pavlik said something that I thought about, a good month or so ago, where he said what Bud could possibly do is try to put Canelo on his back foot early and make
Horrible
and
that's
idea.
that's what Pavlik said.
listen,
from a counter punch.
listen.
Do that.
No.
No,
Actually, make
no. I know what Kelly means. That look, you gotta go. That's a balls to the wall plan. In other words, they're like, yo, we going out here, we going crazy tonight. That's what we do. We going crazy tonight. we fucking around tonight because it's like if you try that, you get knocked out, right? If you try, it's either this is gonna work or this is not gonna work. That's where that shit
Oh,
like it is.
can I read the super chat? I gotta get you a couple more super chats.
Go ahead.
Grim, I don't know what the fuck Salamanca. You can't even spell Salamanca. Salamanca is G. Sorry, Norman Senior.
I'm being real that I understand what he means, that if you get some respect early, you know what I'm saying, you put it on them, you make him respect you, you make him I get all that. It's just that if you step to Canelo, you understand that they running from him. You understand that, right? That people run from this guy. If you step to him, you're gonna find out why they running. You're gonna find out. So
Dude, that
Honestly,
motherfucker Skull, like if you just see that guy like on the street, you might think he's a fucking football player. Like a motherfucker was huge in the fight night, man.
I'm telling you, bro. Shout out to Domo. They used to call Canelo boring because he used to only counter off the back foot. That's used to be his bread and butter, and that was 154. That was remember that's what he was. At 154, Canelo was primarily a counter puncher. Primarily. That shit changed as the guys got bigger.
He started sitting on them punches.
Yeah, as he started having to go up and the guys is bigger, and I gotta close the distance because I can't be on the outside. I gotta close the distance to get to you. That's when that shit changed. And
I thought Billy Joe Saunders was the beginning of sitting on your punch, knock you out, Canelo way.
You know what I'm saying? That if Bud stepped to him, you doing half the work for Canelo. If you gonna double up on the jab and try to bring shit okay, bro. But
yeah,
I'm just bringing every
enough,
scenario to the table just to have having a think space here. I'm just bringing everything to the table.
I sort of think what kind of understand what Calvic is also saying is because like one thing I kind of remember is like I know people are gonna say, yo, this dude did get knocked out horribly, but the Amir Khan fight, I remember watching and I was like, yo, I don't think Canelo won a single round before he knocked him out. Like he just like just cold stopped him. And then I was just thinking, okay, well, you don't need to. You can just stay active with long range punches and just like don't really just don't run. Just stay active with long range. The only problem is you're still in line to get punched in the face.
I mean, I don't know.
And
I don't know what fight you saw,
it's so hard to imagine. It's Bud, my dude. He gets that's why I'm settled. He gets hit.
No, I'm
bro.
not saying that. I'm not saying don't get hit because it's gonna happen. But it's more like, and this is kind of crazy to say, but at the same time, I would just say, yo, Bud's never been knocked out before. It's not like he's a dude that's been like massively hurt throughout his career.
The other shit is while Bivol stepped to Canelo, which is true. Bivol step in, step out, step in, step out. That's the pendulum step. He step in, step out, step in, step in, pop, 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 came out. Then when you try up, pop, 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 then pop, 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 then step out. That's not Bud. Bud don't have a Soviet pendulum step.
He can implement that. Of course he can. He can implement it.
No.
Can he implement any of it?
Not in one fight.
Yes, if Canelo has changed going throughout his career and adapted different. Why can't Bud? You guys are tripping
in one
now.
fight.
Not in one fight.
I don't think so.
No.
But Bud is one of the best improvisers in boxing, though.
That's why I said that. Y'all talk for a motherfucker. It's some Field of Dream shit. It gotta be man. It's some Field of Dream shit.
No,
I don't see. It's hard for me to envision Bud winning the fight.
And all I'm saying is, Chan, I'm not even dismissing what you're saying. I'm just saying that the reason I can't see it is because it requires, like, you gotta fight the perfect fight. You gotta fight the perfect fight.
So now it's if you pendulum step, you will win.
If you pendulum step, she will
Not
come.
solely.
If you pendulum step, she will come.
She will come.
What's so scary is Bud's been hurt before.
Yeah.
Right? See what I'm saying? He's no stranger to getting robbed.
Listen, Canelo's a human being as well. He's not Super Saiyan and everything. You lot are saying that Bud can't adjust to nothing. If he steps forward to Canelo, that's a no. If he goes on the back foot, that makes it look like he's running. What do you want him to do? Teleport?
Chan, this is but Chan. I fucking love Chan. But the shit I'm saying,
teleport on demand.
Will you shut the fuck up? God damn.
No, you shut the fuck up, god damn it. I ain't
Stop mistreating country, you son of a bitch.
Chan, that's the point.
Damn,
You
I
made
feel like
the
I'm in
point
New
for
York.
me. You made the point for me. On the front foot or the back foot, I don't see it. That's the point I'm making. That on the front foot or the back foot. Yeah, if it's another guy, bro, we talking about a 37-year-old who ain't fought in a year, new to the weight, heavier than he usually. Yeah, like nah.
A lot of shit against him, man.
A lot of shit, man.
It's a lot of shit that's got to go right, bro. If Bud finds a way to win this, man,
You
everybody
fucking
got.
said it, Brim. That more shit has to go right for Terrence than Canelo. Yeah, a lot of shit got
A lot of shit.
Well,
I'm not
Canelo
disillusioned
better
at
knock
all.
him out then. Canelo better knock him out then, because if he doesn't, it's just not going to look good.
I agree with you though, Chin. I said that like, yo, Canelo, you do have a burden. It's not like you're in this with no burden. You have a burden. You have to deliver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop moaning like that, Chin. Shit.
Also, this idea
You're gonna
that
get Jules moist.
Julius, you are the
idea that
worst
Actually,
in
you
the
should do some.
world.
I think he gonna clip some of
He
those
gonna
moans
clip
and
it
add
and
them
put it
to
on
his
his
Man, she's
relay.
gonna be in the relay.
He gonna clip your moans. He gonna clip your moans, Chan.
I
It's
know.
guaranteed.
We'll see it tomorrow. We'll
Two
hear it
two
tomorrow.
2 hours 20 minutes and 50 some seconds. It's clips.
Shout out to Joel. Will
Oh,
Canelo's punches counter be fat? I'm gonna say something else. Canelo might have more snap and more speed on his punches because he's not the one shaking off ring rust. He's not. He's fought in the last 12 months. That too. Ring rust is a thing.
Yes, it is.
Ring rust is a thing. Yeah,
it's a thing. Like, you ain't fought in a minute, bro. Come on, Chan. Be real.
That's why this fight's so intriguing, though,
Chan,
Jules.
but just tell me. Be honest. He didn't look rusty with Madrimov. He did. He looked rusty.
He did.
And that was a year ago.
Yeah. Ring rust is a thing. It's a thing. It is.
So I just, that's why I said I had to make up my mind. Like, yo, you know what? It's I've been, this shit is an algebraic equation that I've been on for weeks. I don't see it, Crawford. I love you, but I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
No, ring rust on top.
I mean,
of us
I do have
saying,
Canelo.
Oh my God, Brim. Ring rust on top of us saying, "Oh, Crawford has to now change his style. He has to take shit from this fighter, take shit from that."
Yeah, he's got to get an air fryer. He's got an air fryer.
You got to try and do what you got to do. It's not. If you're a great
He's got to whip
fighter,
his dick out and jerk off at
you
Canelo's
should
face
be
to
able to
blind him.
add to your arsenal. You should be able to add to your
He's got
arsenal. if you're a
oregano
great
in it. He's
fighter.
got oregano. There's garlic, paprika, nutmeg. Like, bro, come on. Like, this too much. It's too much.
He's got to fight like Pernell Whitaker and James Toney.
He's Pernell Mayweather, bro. And Pernell Mayweather Loche, bro. Salvador Sanchez. Like, bro, come on. Like, we asking him to be Superman and Goku at the same time.
No, we're just asking him to add a couple new things to his arsenal, not a whole style change up. It's either going to work or it don't.
But the problem is, he has to almost be perfect while doing it, though. The thing is, most people think if he get hit by a clean Canelo punch, he go to sleep.
Wait,
well,
that's
let him try.
Let me ask y'all. That's a good question. What's the better schooling, Floyd versus Corrales or Inouye Fulton?
Floyd Corrales.
Floyd Corrales. He dropped him like 5 times.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I know he fucked up Fulton and he fucked him up real good, but
he was the favorite by a good deal, you know.
like Corrales really got fucked up in that.
Here's
Yeah,
why I
but
would
it's
say,
like,
hang
okay,
on.
All the way up.
Hang on. Here's why I would say Inoue Fulton, because in that fight, everyone was like, "Oh, Fulton's
Yo.
the boxer."
Red, man.
What the
God
hell
damn.
is that?
who's lighting up?
No, somebody blowing into the phone. What the fuck?
Inoue's the boxer. Fulton's the boxer. Fulton's gonna do this. Fulton's gonna. Inoue first schooled him at his own thing, schooled him in boxing, and then beat the shit out of him. Then
Yeah, but
Nah, that's
Inoue
funny.
was not the underdog in that fight, dog. Just because a couple people was barking
Yo,
to
Herb, what the
barking.
fuck? You got asthma, bro? That's not
Nah,
even Herb. That's Ignacio.
No,
That was Ignacio, bro.
was it?
What did I do?
Who the fuck is in the middle of a hurricane?
What the hell? That ain't me.
somebody
thought that
driving
was
with their
someone lighting
windows
up.
down
That was
on the
fucking Ray,
panel.
bro. That was fucking Ray.
What do you mean? Can you hear it now?
Country, stop doing that shit.
Dude, it ain't me. I didn't do anything.
Stop it.
I can't wait till we get the Guitar Man back. You know.
Shout out to Joe. Whoa, I read that already. I'm gonna say Corrales. That, bro, that was a legendary beating. That was a legendary beat. And nothing against Inui. That was a great beating, but nah, Corrales.
Yeah, Corrales.
Floyd got two legendary beatings, bro. You thought
Gaddy
you
and
thought-
Corrales. Gaddy and
God, that
Corrales.
Gaddy beating was fucking scary.
I don't know, because it's like, I think the Inoue one's better because it's like, one, you're moving up to the other guy's fucking weight class.
Nah,
And then again,
Corrales.
you did it.
I mean, it's
and then it's
impressive.
like,
Don't get me wrong.
No,
It's
it
definitely
is
high quality.
impressive, but we talking about the severity of the beating. Yeah, the Corrales beating
Yeah,
looks
he
more
got
severe to
bounced
me.
down that up and down that
He
canvas.
knocked him down like 8 times.
5.
No, hang on.
him
The
up.
question was better schooling, not better beating. If it's better beating, then
yeah, that
it's
too.
probably Corrales.
Like he schooled him. Like, if we're talking about schooling, like, yo, literally, I don't think you could replay that. You could replay that fight anytime, anywhere. Fulton's losing that fight, and he's getting outboxed.
I still think it's Corrales, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but think about it.
Corrales.
More people thought Corrales was going to beat Floyd than Fulton was going to beat Inoue.
Right.
Oh, okay. George said most scary. Liston, Duran, Foreman, or Tyson. I'm be
Liston.
real with you, okay?
Foreman.
No.
Funny Liston hit
Yeah,
hard
I
as
think
motherfucker.
Foreman.
Yo, listen. You fucking relax, okay? You guys just fucking relax.
Oh,
Chill.
shut your ass
It's
up.
not
Jamie.
fucking Liston. It's not fucking Liston. So don't try to get all fucking
fucking
vintage and
Foreman.
retro.
I already know who
It's
you're
not
gonna say.
It's between two people. It's between two people. Honest to God, George and Mike.
Mike
Mike.
Tyson.
People that wasn't gonna fight Mike was scared of Mike. You understand that shit? Let alone the motherfucker that's in front of him. People watching are scared. When I played Mike Tyson's Punch Out, I took a deep breath how afraid I was when I got to the court. I never won. I never beat him.
You never beat Tyson?
I
You
never
trash as
beat
fuck.
him.
No. Yeah,
You
he
trash
was,
him, dog. You
were
fucking
trash.
Yeah,
garbage.
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
beat
Bro. You
Tyson
can't
mad
count me
times
here,
in the
bro.
game.
You just
Yeah,
sorry,
No, I
bro.
didn't.
I
You
whooped
the
his
hot
ass.
dog water,
Bro,
Jules.
end this fucking live. Like,
I'm
holy
with
shit.
I'm with Jules. I was
Jules, you
trash as
fucking
well.
hot dog water. You
Jules, I'm
never
with
beat
you. I
Tyson the
couldn't
whole
beat him
fucking
either.
time. You
I
fucking
couldn't
bum.
beat him. I couldn't beat him. Now
I
I'll tell you
whooped
what
his
though.
ass,
In
man.
terms, I think context does matter. That a part of me feels George had a way better career than Mike. That a part of me feels that George had way more substance than Mike. Like I look at Joe Frazier's win. I look at George's win over Joe Frazier as being singularly better than any win on Mike Tyson's resume. Singularly, yes, it's a great
I
win.
know what you're about to say. I can feel it coming.
But was he really more feared than Mike?
Man,
No.
everybody thought Ali was finna die.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
It was
That is
close. Yeah.
I'll tell you
That
someone
is
who was
true.
afraid of George Foreman, Mike Tyson.
Oh, stop! That's just a
Yeah. You didn't wanna
rumor,
fight him.
Jason.
You didn't
That's
wanna
just
fight him.
Oh, stop it, bro. That's just a rumor, bro.
Oh,
That's
Jules
not that.
can't handle hearing that shit.
No,
that's
no,
why.
fuck you, country.
No, fuck you.
Listen, that is that room. You know why I don't go off that rumor? Because it's a rumor based on a fucking rumor, dog. It's a rumor based on a rumor. It's literally some third-hand shit. I'm not going to nah. I don't know.
That's
It's not
nasty
that I
work.
can't- It's not
That's
that I can't
unconfirmed
believe it.
rumors.
Yeah, it's not that it's a rumor based on a rumor, bro. Come on. It's Michael Benson. Come on, bro. Right now, I'm fucking going to sleep. I'm
You
fucking
ain't
tired.
convincing nobody
These-
to that, Jules.
Fuck you,
It's a
country.
rumor.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Night.
I'm
Fire up
going
the
to sleep. I'm
Nintendo and
fucking
try and
tired.
beat Mike Tyson, Jules.
Fuck you, Jason. Dear Diary.